Looks like I'm live, folks. So if you're in, so today, for those of you who didn't catch the Palmcast over on Banana JSSI, I told you I was going to do another one, and we're on Jungle Joe C right now. So congratulations to Sandor. Sandor was the winner of our YouTube draw. YouTube draw this month was won by Sandor in Ontario. Okay, Wendy pulled his name out of the, I'm going to say the hat. It's out of the bucket. Okay, I can say the hat though. So off to Sandor tomorrow. So congratulations to Sandor. So we had a really good day today. We got lots done out on the property. We had a huge pile of eucalyptus debris branches we had to burn up. Hey Joe, sorry I missed the most. Oh, that's okay. You're here now. And tomorrow I'm going to do one on Wendy's channel on Gulf Island Rock. So I'll probably be out in the garden if it's decent. Today's absolutely beautiful. It's dark here now, and still very nice out. I have some people coming by to see the nursery tomorrow at 11:30. She just phoned me. I call her Coconut Kelly. So Coconut Kelly and her friend are going to come by at 11:30 tomorrow. So I will do a live stream after they leave. They want to. Her friend's interested in buying some palm trees for her garden. So she asked me, "Do you have palm trees?" I says, "I have lots of palm trees." So I'm going to take them down to the nursery. And they wanted to see the garden too, minus the eucalyptus trees. I said, eucalyptus trees are all gone now. So you're just going to see some stumps. So anyway, so I like to break it up every so often, and that's why I like to do some live streams on Jungle Joe C. And hopefully the stream continues to work well here. Our B&B guest checked out this morning. We had two guests from the Big Island over in Victoria, and they did check out. White with dreamy eyes. There's Dave. I like that avatar. That's a good avatar with the eyeball there. That's pretty cool. What's good cold hardy banana that's actually edible? Try Musa Raja Puri. I don't know if Velutina is hardy, edible, but Musa Raja Puri. And there's also the blue one. What's that blue banana called? Oh, there's a blue Java. I think it's called blue Java. So you could try those ones, but look up Musa Raja Puri, Rajapuri. I think that one's edible. I don't know if Sycamensis produces edible fruit, and I don't know about Itinirans, the big jungle banana, but the Rajapuri maybe. Blue Java is hardy. Supposedly supposed to be pretty hardy. Where you are, it might regrow from the roots again. This far north, I don't know. But where you are, it might work. So look into the hardiness of blue Java banana. Yes, good evening. It is currently, let me look at the time here, 6:17, and just a nice balmy evening here on the southern Gulf Islands. It's calm. We had some wind blow through yesterday, so they predicted this big windstorm for us, 70 to 90 gusts. They actually was very windy beyond the Gulf Islands, out on the strait between the Gulf Islands and the mainland, so they actually canceled the ferries from Tawasin to Salt Spring Island, and they also canceled the ferries from Victoria to Swartz Bay. That's how windy it was out there. We did get some wind here in the morning, and I did film the palm trees blowing in the wind, but it never really panned out. It kind of died off. So thank God. There's Blast Off, Kiss the Baby. Cool. Just us three. Yes, so far us three, but I have a feeling more people may show up. And tomorrow I'm going to do a live stream on Wendy's YouTube channel. She asked me if I would, and I never really thought about it. But Wendy said, "Hey, Joe, can you do a live stream on Gulf Island Rock?" And I said, "Yeah." Maybe she's kind of shy that way, and that's why she doesn't do the live streams herself. But it is her channel, so I don't mind doing a live stream for her because I like to talk to people, and I'm not shy, as you can tell, right? So I will do a live stream on Wendy's, and I'll have the her iPhone, and I can walk around the property a little bit, and maybe show you what the garden's looking like right now. I mean, we've got daffodils blooming and a bunch of other stuff blooming. So, and I'm just so happy we cleaned up that slash pile of eucalyptus branches. And we worked hard today. Yeah. You're not super shy. I don't think you're shy at all. And I am far from shy. And like I said, when the news reporter comes here, I love doing stuff like that. I love being in front of a camera. I'm going to be honest with you. It does not bother me in the least bit. I'd rather be in front of a camera than in front of a live audience, so I have given talks before, like to the garden club and stuff like that. And once I get going, then it's hard to shut me up But initially getting going is kind of a problem. But once I get going, then I start yapping, and basically they got to put the hook around my neck and pull me off the stage, right? Blue Java could survive here, but it would definitely take damage. Yeah, okay, so give it a try. That's why well, I knew it, Dave. Could you spell the other? Yeah, the other camel is Raja Puri. So Raja Puri. I think that's how you spell it. So Musa is Latin for banana, and Raja Puri. And I'll teach you guys something about bananas if you don't know. Bananas are the largest herbs in the world. Okay, Dave, you're gonna learn something here too. Bananas are not trees, and they're not palms. They are the largest herb in the world. Okay, so they are a rhizotomous herb. If you plant one banana makes many plants. Okay, so it's like bamboo, it spreads. So you got your pup. So you got a baby banana. We call them pups, KK, or offsets. So you get a baby banana plant with some roots. You stick it in the ground in some really nice soil. It grows up, and in a few years, it produces bananas. They only produce bananas once. Then you chop it down because that's the end of the life of the banana plant. It will never produce bananas after that. It will never produce any more leaves, and it will die. So you chop it down, but every time you plant a banana plant, it produces offsets. So one banana plant makes many offsets, and those take over for the parent plant. And that's the way bananas work. There's Sandor, our winner of today's draw. YouTube draw. Let me turn that way so you can see it. YouTube draw. So Sandor, congratulations. I got it all packaged up. And tomorrow when I head to the coffee shop, I'm going to go to Salt Spring Island Roasters or Beachside for a cup of Java with Wendy. And that's the only time I really ever drink Java is on a weekend, a small cup of dark roast. And I will drop that in the mailbox for you. So let us know when it arrives, Sandor, because mail is actually really slow these days because of you know what. And it's even slower getting to the States. It really took I think it took 4 weeks for Logan to get his package. So Logan won the last draw, and it took 4 weeks for Logan to get his package from here to there. Isn't that nuts? That's insane. Bananas grow like weeds. They do. And they even do here. Okay, thanks, Sandor. They are camel. They are even the baju are weeds here. A lot of people grow Musella laciocarpa here as well too. The yellow banana, and they're very hardy, but you're not going to get edible fruit on them. But there's another one called Musa itinerans, paradisica. There's Musa paradisica you could look up to as well, and that might produce edible fruit, I think. And we all know a dwarf Cavendish produce edible fruit, but they're more of a tropical variety. And I mean, you'd have to grow them in the warmest areas of South Carolina, probably near the coast, where you're not going to get those bad freezes. And they're not going to work up here. The very first banana I ever tried in the 1980s in the garden was indeed a Musa acuminata, a dwarf Cavendish. And guess what? So I boxed it in. I used a cardboard box, and then I filled it full of dry leaves. And the banana was probably about maybe 5 feet tall, max to the top of the leaves. And I filled it full of dry leaves. And then I put a tarp over top. I didn't do any bubble wrap. And you know what? It still froze. It still died. I was in zone 8A, zone 8B, and that poor banana bit the big one. Musa Raja Puri sounds like a really good one here. Blue Java possible. So tell me something, Camel. Raja Puri, look into it. They do produce edible fruit, correct? I'm pretty sure they do. There's also another one called the pink banana, Musa velutina. Try Musa velutina. And one time Austin sent me some plants from Arkansas, but they didn't like it. There's another one also called Musa Helen's hybrid. Helen's hybrid banana. You can look up that one too. And I tried it, and it was in just too much shade, and it petered out. And I wish I would have put it in a different location. But the bananas are going to do much better now because I cut down a big tree that grows in front of them just a couple of days ago. So our bananas are going to do better. I'm going to be busy with the chainsaw tomorrow, cutting down a few more things. So more sun, the merrier. And that's what bananas like. They like deep, rich soil and lots of organic matter and lots of water and lots of fertilizer. So if you can give those the bananas those few things, they will be happy campers, and they will grow like a jungle for you. You will have the Ho Chi Minh Trail in no time flat. Have you had much success with? I've grown them before, Sandor, when I lived on the mainland. I had some green ones here, but they petered out in the winter. But I had the red Marillii and Centre ventricosum before I moved to Salt Springs. So I had it in zone 8A, 8B. And what I used to do, I had a big 20-gallon pot, and I would cut the leaves off in the fall and bring it into the back room of the house and then haul it back out in the spring. And when I sold my place, I planted it in the ground. I planted the thing right in the ground, and I just left it there. So obviously it's dead. So the only one I know here on this island that has success with Musa or Ensete ventricosum really is Hal at Hal's Saloon, and he covers it up. But it is gigantic. I was over there a couple of weeks ago, and it is absolutely gigantic. So yeah, he knows how to grow bananas really well. If it can handle neglect, it can handle. Yes, camel. Rajapuri is edible and handle. Okay, cool. Maybe I should be trying that one. Huh, interesting. Yeah, Rajapuri. I've never tried it. I just know about it, and I first heard about it many, many moons ago in the Palm Society. We were talking about it at one of our meetings in Vancouver, and where I was yapping about exotic plants and palms, and bananas often are the subject, right? A topic, and it was Rajapuri one time we were talking about, but nobody up here I know grows it. I don't know anybody with Rajapuri uh, this side of the border, right? So anyway, if you can get it, try it out, and let us know how it works. You probably have a better chance of getting Rajapuri down there than we would up here. So Musabaju Japanese fiber banana is a dime a dozen. Okay, they're everywhere. They're in Costco. They're in Home Depot. They're I don't think I've seen them at Walmart yet. Oh, maybe I have. I might have seen them at Walmart in the garden section. But anyway, they're a dime a dozen. And you know what? They're basically foolproof. There's no challenge to growing bananas. I think Dave could grow bananas in Prince George. I know Dave could grow bananas in Prince George if he put them up close to a building and covered them up with leaves, mulched the heck out of them, put a tarp over them. They would survive, root hardy, and come back in the spring. I go with this year. Will you? I'm going to keep them potted, I think, but just because I have tried them before, and like I say, even though our minimum temperatures don't get that cold, you know, you can get those cold winters where it gets down to 20 degrees or 21 degrees Fahrenheit, and the daytime temperatures are just around freezing or just above freezing. And CIDP do not like that, especially prolonged. You get a few days of that, and that's enough to kill a younger CIDP. 15 centimeters of snow tonight, so that's about 6 inches. And you know what, Dave? Snow is a good insulator, right? Snow is a good insulator. So before a bad freeze, it's better to get a good dumping of snow. And if it covered up all your little palm seedlings, that will insulate your palm seedlings. And why do you think that the Eskimos make igloos? Can I say Eskimo? You know, the CFL team, Edmonton Eskimos, they're changing the name to something else because people got offended about Eskimo, the word Eskimo. Like, I never thought Eskimo was a bad name, a bad word. But people don't like it. And also, Mr. Potato Head is not going to be Mr. Potato Head no longer. It's just going to be called Potato Head because I guess it upsets people and with gender equality and all that stuff and gender neutral people out there. So now it's going to be called just Potato Head. No more Mr. Potato Head. It's been Mr. Potato Head for 70 years, and now they're changing it just Potato Head. It's ridiculous, man. Very ridiculous as far as I'm concerned, all these changes, and people get so offended by everything nowadays. It's just utterly ridiculous. I'm glad I don't get offended by stuff. I really don't get offended by anything. So when I see people posting stuff on my forums and somebody posts, there's a guy from Alberta and he posts stuff a lot about climate change. Who cares? You know, some people get offended by that. If you don't like it, don't look at it. It's the same with YouTube videos. If you don't like the YouTube video, go to another YouTube channel. If you don't like listening to radio, turn the channel or the TV channel. That's the way I am. How about gender neutral Potato Head? Yeah, that'll be the next thing, Sandor. Life is too good if we all can worry. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Dave. How about gender neutral? Our cold here is weird. It can get below freezing and cold winter nights. Yeah, I know that's the difference between you, Camel. You're at that latitude where you can get below freezing and then bounce to 50 degrees Fahrenheit. So if we get down to 21 or 22 degrees Fahrenheit on a cold winter night, we're not going to get much above freezing. That's the thing. That's the difference. Benjamin, hey. And we did the draw today, Benjamin. So the lucky winner is on the forum right now. The lucky winner just commented just before you. Okay, so I don't even have to say his name. You can look at the comments on the board, and the lucky winner, congratulations to Sandor. There you go. Sandor is the winner, and I have his gift package ready, and it will be off in the mail tomorrow. I got the stamp on it, and it's ready to go. Bigfoot is on Palm Talk. Well, apparently where he lives at Cedar Point, wherever that is, I don't know, but he says there's date palms or something there. Ben, hi. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. Where is Cedar Point? I know of Yellow Point over on Vancouver Island. There's Cedar Beach Resort here on Salt Spring Island. I think he was saying it's like 8B or something, and there's date palms there. I don't know. I'd like to see some pictures of them. That's all right. They're always watching. It's good to be watched. Remember when humans were more focused on surviving against nature than? Yeah, exactly. That's right, Camel. You know what I mean? Life is short, and just be happy. That's what I say. And get along with everybody and treat everybody with respect. Yeah, that's what I say too. And if Bigfoot's watching, come on in there and leave a comment. Everybody here is welcome to comment. I don't care who you are, as long as you don't troll and say stupid things on here. Because moderators will take care of you. And I don't know, do we have any moderators in here? I don't know if we do. I'm going to add. Okay, Dave and Sandor and Camel are moderators. Okay, so you guys are moderators in here. I know Ben is a moderator on the other one, and so there you go. We have moderators. Did he ever take down? No, he never did. I mean, that's whoever made that. I'm not exactly sure, but it's pretty crazy that somebody actually duplicated my channel. Basically, they called it Southern Gulf Palm Trees. Dave, listen to this. There's a guy out there, YouTuber, and he's called it Southern Gulf Palm Trees. He's used my videos and he's used my pictures and he's used my avatar. Now, how tacky is that? So anyway, I did report it several times to YouTube. I did actually chat with a YouTube rep. They're chatting back and forth. Her name was Maxine, and they're looking into it. But they got a lot of stuff on their plate, so it could take time. Anyway, it's just ridiculous. Yes, I'm honored to. I don't know how to moderate. You know how to moderate. If you see something like a troll in here, you can just right now, and you can get rid of them. Who is that? Zach Stewart thinks so. Yeah, I don't know. I just think that is really bad when somebody else that's what I complained about, impersonation, like ripping off my content. That is so tacky, man. What do I do? You don't have to do anything. You just sit there and look good, Dave, like you always do. So you can see when I see you, your name is highlighted in blue. So say somebody in there comes in and they start spewing off and saying the F word and swearing. You can go to your control right now and go beside their name and say delete or block. You can block them or get them off the thing. There's 3 dots beside everybody's name here, and you can get rid of whoever you want. That's how easy it is. You're just with a click of your mouse. If Bigfoot starts spamming, then boom. Yep, that's what you can do. I don't like spam, and I don't like trolls, and I don't like people impersonate other people. I do this for fun. You know what I mean? And it doesn't matter how many subscribers or views your channel has. It's just a hobby, and it's just fun. I mean, there's people out there with hundreds of thousands of subscribers. I don't know why he seems to be picking on me for some weird reason, whoever it is. And it's really annoying. Like it really, I shouldn't say, but it does make me mad. Dave, keep your dreamy eyes peeled for the trolls. Yeah, that's right. And I don't like spam either. I get a lot of it on my YouTube videos. It's mostly a lot of those women, wherever they come from, they're bots. I think they're bots, and they're spamming like sex stuff and things. It's like, it's really annoying. I can't stand that. My eyes are open. Yes. And I can see your eyes open, at least one of them, because I can see your avatar. So anyway, check out that channel. Don't like it and don't subscribe to it, Dave. Whatever you do, don't subscribe to it. I think it's got 5 subscribers. This channel was started in April 2020, which is really weird. And it's called Southern Gulf Palm Trees. Okay, that's the name of the channel, Southern Gulf Palm Trees. Check out the videos. They're all mine. And underneath it, he's got links to my channels, and he's using my avatar. He's got a picture of me and Wendy and stuff along the front of it. It's just on the top as the banner. It's strange. Really, really strange. They're men. Are they men? Okay. Bots have genders now. Oh, okay. I thought they were non-gender. It's like you can't have a family bathroom anymore. You know what I mean? It's like just like this gender neutral bathroom. It's like can't be called a family bathroom anymore. Because we have 3 bathrooms at the park in town, men's, women's, and then there's one in the middle, and anybody can use it, right? Yeah, whatever makes people happy. You know what I mean? It's just a strange world we live in now, don't you think? It's just really, really weird. That's what I think. Anyway, so next month, last Saturday or Sunday of next month, we will do a draw, and some lucky winner will get his name or her name pulled out of this YouTube, and your name always goes back in. But if you pull your name again, you're not going to win that time. Okay, we got to give at least everybody a try in here. There's a lot of names, and I think there's probably like 100 names in here. So, and if you don't claim your prize within a week, then we just go on to the next person. I'll pull another name out. If my eyes itch, I'll use Visine. 4 to 5 years. Itchy eyeballs. Like, I don't understand why people want gender neutral bathrooms. Many people are born with exactly. I agree with you, Camel. I just don't understand it. Is it the chemicals in the food or something that are turning people nuts? You know, I was born a man, but there's a lot of people that are born men that want to be women. So you look at Cher's kid, Chastity Bono. And I used to watch the Sonny and Cher show when I was a kid. Cutest little blonde kid you could ever imagine. She'd always come out on the show with Sonny and Cher, the Sonny and Cher show, and Dave would probably remember it, maybe Sandor, if you're old enough. And now Chastity is Chaz Bono. She turned into a guy. I guess in her mind, she was a guy. The rest is just people who self-image and want to change themselves so bad. Exactly. Well, it's kind of like somebody who dyes their hair purple or somebody who gets tattoos, maybe. I mean, I have a lot of tattoos. I don't mind tattoos, but it's to each his own, right? And if they're not hurting anybody, who cares? Also, Canada's own Ellen Page. Who's Ellen Page? Is she like Ellen DeGeneres? I know who Ellen DeGeneres is. Wendy watches Ellen DeGeneres. She's watching a show on Prime right now called Youthful. That's what it's called. Actor. I've never heard of her before. Ellen. Maybe I've seen her before. What shows has she been in? Has she been in the show Schitt's Creek? That show I loved. Do you guys like that show with Eugene Levy? Nova Scotia actress. Okay, no. Maybe I've seen her in something and I don't know the name. But maybe I would recognize her if I see her. I'm going to have to. Oh, actor now. So she's not an actress. She's a actor. Ellen Page. So was Ellen used to be a guy? She was an actress now. Oh, so she was a female and now she's a male. Wow. You got to really want to be the opposite sex really badly to get a change like that, man. That's a big commitment, don't you think? Oh, man. Okay. Confirm coconuts grow in Egypt. I saw. Yes, I think somebody posted a picture of coconuts in Egypt, and also I saw coconuts growing in Hong Kong. Coconuts in Hong Kong. Jane posted some pictures of coconuts growing in Hong Kong on people who love palm trees and exotic plants, which is pretty cool because I didn't know there were coconut palms in Hong Kong. But yeah, there are coconut palms in California, but they don't produce fruit, I don't think. Only the Red Sea. So whereabouts in the Red Sea? Whereabouts? Like what country? Egypt's not on the Red Sea, is it? I have to look at my map. I have to look at the globe. Where is my globe's up there? I don't feel like getting it down. The Nile River goes through Egypt, right? Not the Nile. Is it the Nile? No, the Nile's in South America, isn't it? Nile's in South. No, the Amazon. The Nile goes through Egypt, doesn't it? The Amazon's in South America, and the Nile goes through Egypt. Am I correct? For every woman who wants to be a man, there are 100 men who want. No way, crazy. Egypt is on the Red Sea. Okay, so it's so in that part of Egypt, it's almost like subtropical kind of desert, I would imagine, right? I've never been there before, but I bet you it's a pretty beautiful place to go. And I bet you the Red Sea is really nice. I bet you the beaches on the Red Sea are awesome. You know what I'd like to see in Egypt? I would like to see the pyramids. I would love, there's so much history in Egypt, the pyramids, man. And I think it would be super awesome to see that. I've never been. I don't know if I'll ever go. So I have to watch that stuff on YouTube. Or you guys can tell me about it. I'm sorry, but I just face palm when you said the Nile is. I know. Sorry. The Nile is, it's the Amazon that goes through South America. Sorry. I had a brain freeze for a minute. There's a guy in Lisbon who has been growing coconuts for a couple of years now. Oh, Lisbon. Wow. I'm surprised in Lisbon. My daughter went there about 4 or 5 years ago when she lived in England. She flew over to Portugal. And I have a friend here in Salt Spring that has an apartment in Lisbon. So my daughter stayed there for 3 weeks in his apartment. But on Isle of Madeira, you might be able to get away with it. I think Lisbon would be short term, very short term in Lisbon for sure. So anyway, so the Nile is in the Middle East, right? And Amazon is where the piranhas are, and that goes through. My brain froze up for a minute, as in South America. And so tell me, the Nile River goes through Egypt, correct? Egypt borders the Mediterranean and the Red Sea. So camel, it is a perfect climate in Egypt where they grow nice dates and they do have desert and they got some lots of cool scenery to look at. And white with dreamy eyes, I'm sure there's lots of them there too, right? We have lots of them here. We have a ton of them on. I kid you not, man. There's a big population of I'm going to say people that like rainbows on Salt Spring Island. And they like the coffee shop in town. One of them is owned by them. There's a lot of shops and stuff. They're very good business people, and our island is full of them. I planted a sago and cordy line today in North Georgia. It should be okay. Cordy line, if it gets really cold, you'll find out. That's for sure. They are everywhere. We have a lot of them here. I'm probably related to people who worked on the pyramid. No way. That is super cool. How do you think they built the pyramids, guys? Like, to me, it's always baffled me, these big chunks of stone that weigh tons and tons and tons. How did they move those things back then? Like, was it thousands of men? Was it wheels? Did they put them on some sort of wheel system? Or was it aliens that made the pyramids? How did the pyramids get made? Camel, you can answer that question because you're from Egypt. Can you say hippie? You know what? There's tons of hippies here. Well, actually, you know what? They're not even real hippies. They're wannabes. There's no real hippies around anymore. Back when I was a little kid in the late 60s and early 70s, I was going to say the hippies probably petered out around maybe 70, 71, and they were gone. Maybe 1970 they started to peter out. And but there's a lot of people here that they come to Salt Spring Island and they think they got to act real hippie like. Well, a lot of the hippies are they're just wannabes. Pyramids are a marvel of science. They are. Yeah. It's too wet for Phoenix. Oh, yeah. Yeah. My buddy grew one for quite a while, but it finally packed it in. Phoenix canariensis is better. Bugger muffins, way better for wetter climate because they grow them on the Oregon coast and they get about 80 to 100 inches of rain a year on the Oregon coast. And there are massive Phoenix canariensis palms on the Oregon coast. Yeah, I don't like wannabe peel. Yeah, yep, just be yourself. I be myself. Good evening, Joe and fellow Earthlings. Food, forest, permaculture. Good to see you in there, man. So, any of you guys that missed my live stream today after I got in from working out in the bush all day with Wendy, I did a live stream. It wasn't a super long live stream. It was about 35 minutes. And I don't know how long this one's going to be, but I said I would do another one this evening. And I wanted to get that one done today so we did that draw. We did the YouTube draw. And for those of you that weren't there to watch the draw, Sandor was our winner. So congratulations to Sandor once again in Ontario. Some say the pyramids were built by, that's what I heard, Sandor. That's what I heard too. Like, I mean, how was it possible to make those things back then? When were the pyramids made? Like 4,000 years ago? Yeah, isn't it crazy? It's just wild just to think how they moved those big chunks of stone and high. I mean, how high are the pyramids, Camel? Tell me, how high are the pyramids? Transported on boat, interesting technique they used to move land, wetting the sand in front of the bricks. No way. Do you think that's how they were done, Camel? 5,000 BC. That's crazy. 5,000 BC. So 7,000 years ago. That is insane. Over 7,000 years ago, the history in Egypt, and then they got the Sphinx. They got that cool statue of the Sphinx. That is just awesome. Yeah, where is Food Forest? Food Forest. Are you on Vancouver Island, Food Forest? I forget. I forget where Food Forest is. I know where most people are in here, but I forget where Food Forest is. Are you on the Big Island or the mainland, or are you in another province? I heard they were the highest man-made structure until the Eiffel Tower. No way. How high are the pyramids, Camel? Give us the dirt. You probably know. How, like, are they 200 feet high, 150 feet high? Southern Vancouver Island. Southern Vancouver Island. All right. Okay. So you're in Victoria, right? Um, yeah. How high are they, Camel? I love Egyptian and Middle. Yeah, so do I. I think it's pretty awesome. Just can you imagine being back then and being back then 5,000 years ago, 7,000 years ago, and watching them build the pyramids? I am in Cordova Bay. Oh, that's a nice place. Cordova Bay is a nice balmy and palmy microclimate. Same with James Bay and all those bays down there. 481 feet. Holy cow. Just about 500 feet tall. I don't even know how they got the biggest stone. Like, you remember, can you imagine putting the last stone on the pyramid? Like, how long did it take them to build the pyramids? It must have taken years, right? It's not something you built overnight. It must have taken years. Maybe it took 20 years to build the pyramids. I don't know. Cordoba Bay is in southern Vancouver Island, Sandor. It's a really beautiful area and a really mild area. Lots of palm trees in Cordoba Bay. Yeah, very, very nice area. Same with James Bay. There's a lot of cool things in Egypt. Oh, yeah, there are a lot of cool things there. Have you heard of Hyphani? The palm tree? Yeah, but it definitely won't grow here. I think it's way too tender for this far north, bugger muffins. Right? Way too. I think it's a Hyphani. Is it a pinnate palm? I know it's a very tender palm. It won't work in Canada. Nowhere on our coast, Hyphani is going to work. What's the hardiness on that one? I'm just trying to remember if it's a pinnate species. Pinnate meaning a feather palm. I could look it up. You know what? I can look it up. Let me look at my book. Let me look at my palmy book, okay? Middle Eastern food is also, it is, well, they're palmate. Okay. Let's go look. Latania, E, F. How are we at? Oh, there it is right there. Okay. Oh, the East African doom palm. Those are the ones that branch. Okay. I know the palms. Yeah, they're pretty cool. But I don't think they're going to work here on Salt Spring Island. Be nice if they did. They are pretty cool. I've seen them on Oahu. I think there's some growing in the palm collection at Lion Arboretum. So for those of you that have never been to Lion Arboretum, it's on the island of Oahu, and they have about 600 species of palm trees growing there. And it's an amazing. If you like palm trees, it's a palm nut paradise. I grow Satsuma oranges outside. Oh, cool. So does Bob Duncan. We have kumquat outside right now. Our lime is outside. The Myers lemon I got to put back out. I stuck it in and I haven't put it back out, but it's in the basement. It's cool in there. We got loquat outside. We have a loquat tree, pomegranate, guava, Feijoa salawiana, which is guava. The loquat I planted 25 years ago. It flowers, but I haven't got any fruit on it yet. But I have got fruit from local trees on the Sunshine Coast. A friend of mine brought me. His mother had a huge one in her garden, so he brought me some loquat fruits from hers because he used to produce a lot of fruit. And then I grew some from it, the seed. And one of those trees is growing at Grace Point in town. It's quite a pretty good sized tree. Camel is rare to Egypt. I've had Turkish. I've had Turkish delight. I love it. Yeah, he is good. Bob Duncan. I met him once many years ago when I worked at Foxglove Nursery in Salt Spring. I would have been in the 1990s sometime. I talked to him, and yeah, he grows a lot of citrus outside. He's got an amazing Meyer lemon tree outside, kind of espaliate along a wall. And then what he does, he puts Christmas lights through it and plastic over top of it, 6 mil, and turns them on when it gets too cold. And he gets a lot of lemons on it. I mean, we get quite a few lemons on our tree too, and but it's in a pot. And I don't really like to leave things in pots outside in the winter if it gets too cold. But they're anywhere in the world is thanks, but they anywhere in the world is cool. Yes, since Bob isn't Turkish delight. Oh, Turkish delight must be a Turkish massage. That's one of my favorite things. Like chocolate bars. If I eat a chocolate bar, I really like Big Turks because I love Turkish delight. But I've had real Turkish delight from Turkey, and it's different than our Turkish delight. It's way better the stuff from Turkey than here. I got to get some water soon. I am dying of thirst. So could you guys hold on a sec if I get a glass of water because I'm dying of thirst? I'll be back. You guys chat amongst yourself. I'll be like 1 minute. I'm just going to go down to the kitchen and I'm going to go grab me some H2O. Okay. So stay tuned because my throat is kind of drying out here. And I think it was that beer I had earlier on, right? Isn't beer a diuretic like coffee? And you drink that stuff and it sucks the moisture out of you. I see Bob often in he's up some very cool. Yeah, cool. Yeah, he loves exotic fruit, Bob. I think he grows a lot of apple trees too, right? I'm correct. So hang on, guys. I'm just gonna get a glass of water. Water. I told him I'm gonna do a live stream on yours tomorrow. Don't let the fire go up, right? Okay, guys, coming back. Sorry, guys. I made Wendy some gnocchi pasta for dinner with some Italian sausage in it. I cut them up like meatballs, and I put some kosher salt, or not a Himalayan salt, into the water. And maybe I put a little bit too much because that made me really thirsty too. So anyway, Mac Attack, good to see you in there. So tomorrow, if you guys are around at some point in the afternoon, I will do a live stream on Wendy's YouTube channel. Okay. Camel, if you ever go to Egypt in the spring, never eat. Don't, it will hurt your stomach. Is that right, eh? I don't know what that is. Fes Isk. So stay away from that then. I'm great as a meeting. Mac Attack's in there. Mac Attack is also a moderator. There's a lot of moderators in there, but we're not having any trolls. Nothing like well water right there, you see? That water, folks, is from 200 feet in the ground right there. So that's, and a lot of people ask me, where do we get our water from? Our water comes from the ground in the well. We have a well out there, and it supplies our house and our B&Bs, and it comes from 200 feet deep into the ground through the rock. A type of salted fish. Oh, I'd like salted fish, Camel. I would love that. Dave is a moderator now. Yeah, we got a lot of moderators in there. So a lot of moderators are better than less moderators, right? So if we got a troll in there and one of you moderators miss them, one of the other moderators will get them. You know what I mean? So anyway, yeah, congrats to Sandor. Courtesy of Joe, that's right. So white with dreamy eyes, his name highlighted in blue, right? And anyway, it's good to have all you guys in there. And for those that you missed the live stream today on Banana JSSI, thanks for joining us here. Where does the wastewater go? Into a septic field. A lot of our gray water goes into the garden. We have it piped right into our garden. So our sink in the kitchen goes right into the garden, and it waters stuff because it's fresh water. We don't use any chemicals in our water. And same with the B&B, it goes right into the bamboo. So there you go. So wastewater from toilet and all that goes into a septic tank, but there is no sewer system on this end of the island. But there is a sewer system in town, and south of here there's a sewer system on Salt Spring Island in certain areas. And a lot of people are on lake water, right? So you got to remember, if you're not on well water here, you're on lake water. We have 10,500 people on Salt Spring Island, and a lot of people are fed by our freshwater lakes, their water system. Good night, fellow Earthlings. Plant tree crops and then plant under and ground. Yes, you are a smart guy. Take care. Food, forest, permaculture, best Howie J. Take care, buddy, and have a good night. And come in there anytime you want. Sandor, kiss the baby. Bye, Forest. Yeah, good to have all you guys in there. I mean, some of you people might not watch my other channel, but some of you only watch this channel, right? So I don't know, forest permaculture might not even know I have another channel, right? And my other channel is a lot older than this channel. So this channel is coming up 9 years old in April. I think it was April 12th, 2012, I started this channel. So it's coming up 9 years old. Not quite a decade yet, but it will be there soon. Do you use irrigation lines for watering? No, only some of them, Sandor. So our back garden is irrigated. Where Wendy's art gallery is, I've got that all irrigated with half-inch irrigation with pop-up risers on them, and I can adjust them. They're misters. So that garden is irrigated. And the palms closest to our house off our back kitchen window, the ones we look out our kitchen window at, those are irrigated. I put irrigation in those, but everything else we water by hand. Now I no longer, but yeah, BJ616 is an old channel. I don't upload in on that anymore. I can't even get into that channel. I don't know what my password is. Long gone. And I haven't uploaded there for coming up 11 years. So there's a lot of videos on there, but there's not really, I don't think, a lot of views or anything. I think there's like 700 and something subscribers, maybe 700 subscribers, something like that. But I don't really go to that channel anymore. It's just kind of this channel that's floating around out there in YouTube land. I hope your Trithrines does well. They are really cool. They are. Well, I'll tell you what, Bugger Muffins, my friend has a Trithronyx acanthocoma growing in Victoria. Jeff, he grew it from seed. He planted it over 20 years ago, and it's taller than me now. It's an absolutely awesome palm. It's got wicked spines on it. Yeah, it did. You know what it was? I started this channel. And then I kind of put that one to the side, and there was a lot of more random stuff on BJ616, right? There was a lot more random stuff on there, and but there was garden stuff on there too. So anyway, it's my first channel, and everybody has to start out somewhere, and that's where I started out. They were okay, I guess. Way back when I had a channel called Canada Family. Oh, I think I remember that one. Yeah, Canada Family Man. And then Snowbird Flock, of course. I love the pictures you. Oh yeah, that was pretty cool, eh? I got a lot of old pictures. So my dad passed away in May 2016. He was 82, and my mom passed away in February 2018. So 3 years ago, and she was 80. But Dad used to have a motorbike shop in Vancouver down on Main Street. It's called Midget Motor Products. So he sold mini bikes, motorcycles, and go karts. And so I've always been into motorcycles all my whole life. They've always been around me. So those pictures were taken up. That picture was taken up in the Sunshine Coast, up in Roberts Creek. Mom and Dad had property up there, so we always had bikes up there. And yeah, he'd take me out for a ride when I was just a little kid. Man, I think the first time I was on a motorcycle, I was 6 months old. Believe it or not, Dad took me for a ride. CFM with CFM. I love the pictures. Wow, Joe didn't know our path. I'm sure I saw that channel, White with Dreamy Eyes. I'm pretty sure I've seen it. I remember it. Joe, get a sable palmetto transplanted. Yeah, there is some up here, Camel. There's a big one growing in front of the Empress Hotel. It's got about 10 feet, I guess maybe 10 feet of trunk on it, a big one. And there are other people that do grow sable palmettos up this way in Vancouver. We have small ones in our garden, but like I'm talking small ones. So anyway, yeah, no, I've always had motorcycles my whole life. So it's not like I'm just a guy that just got a motorcycle and started riding. I've been riding since I was 3 years old. I got my first mini bike in 1967 for my third birthday. So my birthday's coming up next month, end of March, and that's when I got my first mini bike. It was a little Indian, and not related to the big Indian motorcycle, but they called it a little Indian, and it was a mini bike. It was a Briggs and Stratton engine in it, had a disc brake on the back, and it was centrifugal clutch. And that's when I learned to ride mini bikes when I was 3 years old. Yeah. They grow slower up here, Camel, but if you're southeast of Vancouver, they do grow a little bit faster. I was a very naughty YouTuber with that channel. Awesome. You're a bad boy, Dave. You're a bad boy. Most of the time, I am pretty good. Hey, Joe, how are you? I'm doing good. John, doing good. No complaints here on the Gulf Islands. And it's pretty safe to say that winter is done in this part of Canada, but you never know. Old man winter could sneak in one more surprise before spring, right? So I don't want to count the chickens before they hatch. There's one coconut variety that could be grown in 9B. Yeah, well, there are some, like I say, on the coast of California. What type of southern magnolia cobbler do you think would be, well, Little Gem? Why don't you try Little Gem, Sandor? I'm naughty, yes. Awesome. I should show you a shirt I have. I got some pretty naughty shirts. And I like to wear them once in a while just to get a rise out of people, just to see what they say. I got a really good one here. I'm going to find it. Let me find it. Let's go look in my shirt drawer. Where's my shirt? Is this it? Oh, there it is. Okay. I'll show you this one. Can you see that? See that? Nice coconuts. You see that one right there? Look what she's holding. Nice coconuts. That one there is Hawaii. Isn't that cool? I like that one. And she is holding coconuts because I just ordered a Little Gem. Oh, cool. Yeah, Little Gem's a nice one. And they're stand up to the snow. They stand up to the snow. But does that say Kauai on there? Oh, Maui, Hawaii, Kauai. So there it is. Nice coconut shirt. Also, as this name suggests, it's very tall. Good to go public. Lord of Health Insurance gonna. Yeah, the thing is with a coconut palm, you live in the tropics, you have coconut palms. It's kind of like me planting eucalyptus trees close to our house. They become a liability after a while. So you can get a flogging on the noggin when a coconut tree falls, a coconut falls off and hits you in the head and kills you, or a eucalyptus branch drops off one of our 100-foot trees and crushes you. So that's the main reason we got the eucalyptus trees cut down, because they were getting really scary and dangerous. And even when the bark comes off, you get these big chunks of bark, slabs of it, that comes off, and it is really dangerous. So eucalyptus trees, I'm kind of, I love eucalyptus trees, but I'm kind of done with them. No more big eucalyptus trees ever by our house. Okay. We have a lot of them on our property, but no more big ones close to the house. I'm going to cut the rest of them down. I got some tall, skinny ones here. I'm going to cut in March. Malayan dwarf, I think, Camel. Do you have quaking aspen? No, they don't grow very good here in this climate. And birch, it's rare that you ever see birch trees on our island. They're not native to here. There are coastal aspen in certain pockets on our island. There's actually some down the road, and they're a coastal aspen, so they don't take extreme cold, and they're pretty rare, and we have them on our island. There's a patch that way north of me, just I can walk there from here in a wet area, and there's some just south of me, about 2 miles south of me in a wet area, and they are an aspen, which is totally cool, and they're native here. And then I know of a patch. I only know of 3 patches on the island. There might be more. And they're, like I say, they're pretty rare, but they are a native aspen, but no birch trees here. And that's like Colorado blue spruce. You really don't see those around here either. They don't do well. Bigfoot, I feel bad. Is he on Palm Talk? Well, hopefully he's being a good boy. Or girl. I know that's why I got off. Oh, is that right? Well, I just kind of get sick of hearing a lot of BS. You know what I mean? I don't like when people BS, because you can see right through them when people start BSing, right? And I just don't like lies. Hey guys, look at my stupid fake majesty palm living. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just like, I don't know why people go to BS. It's like somebody wants to be something they're not, or be somewhere else. So he or she's living in a very cold area, and they want to be in a warmer area. Just be happy with where you are living. You know what I mean? It's not going to make it any better pretending. You know what I mean? And people are going to look at you and say, well, you know what? That person's just shoveling it all the time, and they don't know what to believe. He's a he. Yeah, he's a he. Yeah, I wasn't sure. Palm dog people don't do that much. Yeah, no, I know. I was on that forum many, many years ago. I can't be bothered. I just stick with my palm forums, and there's zone pushers, which is okay. But I mean, I think there's a good bunch of people on my palm forum, people who love palm trees and exotic plants. And then I have some other ones too. I have gardening in every Canadian growing zone. And then I have a couple of Banana Joe gardening forums. And then I have Canadian tropics. I got a bunch of them out there. So, and if anybody puts spam in there, whatever, I have moderators and they'll give them the boot. Get a test too. That's for sure. Really? I wasn't sure. The cold weather. The cold weather. Exactly, Joe. I'm sick of the BS and their great camaraderie. And yeah, I know it's ridiculous. And phoning people and harassing them and making a fake channel. If it's them making a fake channel with my pictures on it, using my videos, that is just so flippin' low. I would just love to knock on their door and see them face to face. Wouldn't that just be awesome? I can tell you a story, and I did that once to somebody, and they weren't very happy when we showed up at their place. So you know what I mean? But the person who did that is very fortunate. They live far away from me, that's for sure. Because if they were in Salt Spring and they did that, I wouldn't even think twice about banging on their door and meeting them face to face, and I would make sure they took that crap down. Most Palm Talk members moved to Fleur and Keller. I don't think they like zone pushing. Yeah, well, you know what? What's your palm forum called? What, on Facebook? It's called People Who Love Palm Trees and Exotic Plants. There's about 10,100 members on it now, something like that on that one. I'd love to see a video. Oh, that'd be an awesome video. I'd make sure. Well, hey, if it did happen, I'd make sure there's a video of it, because that's free entertainment for you guys. Hardy Palm and Subtropical Board is good. I was on that one years ago. 20 years ago, Benjamin, I used to post on there. You can see my posts in the archives. Yeah, look at every reply manual. Yeah, no, I can't be bothered with those. To me, those are outdated, those old forums, and I just go to the ones on Facebook now. The only stuff I post on Facebook is basically gardening and plants, so nobody can gossip, right? And there's too many people posting stuff on there and telling everybody their life story, and I think that's all crap. Let's just see. To attack the dweebs. Yeah, to attack the dweebs, the trolls. A lot of palms are hardy to their natural habitats. Yes, They are. Or you can get palms from an area of the world that is a similar climate to yours. And that's why a lot of plants will grow here on Salt Springs. So, for instance, kiwi, Actinidia deliciosa, fuzzy kiwi is fully cold hardy here. Everybody goes kiwi. It's a common plant. It grows in an area of China with probably a climate similar to Salt Spring Island. So there's no challenge. Trachycarpus fortunei, it's completely foolproof here, and it grows from an area, probably an area in China with a similar climate. You can get those imported ones from Southern California and Florida, and they're not so hardy. You know what I mean? It's better to get locally grown stuff if you can. A really bad winter could damage or even take out one of those California or Florida imports. Just a fan of Joe and others here. Well, that's good, Dave. We love you too. Let's go. I guess you're right. They move rare palms. They move there just to grow rare palms. Yeah. You could protect them like Dave. Yeah, I'm not much into covering stuff up. I mean, like my queen palm, I don't mind putting a plastic bag over things, plastic bag, but I don't know, man. It just seems like a lot of work to build structures around things. And some guys in Montreal and Ontario, they do it, and good on them. They build elaborate structures around their palms. So Mike Page, Coconut Mike, that lived in Montreal, have you ever seen that guy's garden? I don't even know if his videos are still on there. He passed away a couple of years ago, December or two ago. Really nice guy, and he's in his 40s. And he boxed everything in. Man, it was a lot of work. And that's just, at my age, at 56, that's just too much work for me to box stuff in. And then you have to remove it all in the spring. I do love all the kinds of trees. Yeah, I appreciate nature too, and trees and animals and everything. If I were to grow anything, it would be vegetables. Yeah, vegetables are good too. Oh, I was at the store today, Dave, a country grocer, the Uptown one. You know the one I'm talking about, the supermarket, grocery store. And they got all the vegetables in, all the flowers in. I shot a video of it, and I will upload it. Maybe I'll upload it tomorrow morning or tonight before I go to bed. So, except for his ketchup. That's cool. It's a lot of work, Benjamin, but you know what? If you're young and you like building, the best way to do is probably prefab it. I see what some of these guys do in Michigan, in Ontario, and Halifax. It's like, wow, good on you. If you can grow a palm there and enjoy it in the spring and summer months and box it in the winter, and hey, and you probably enjoy it. And I know, what's his name does that. In Ontario, there's a few guys in Ontario. James does that, and Scotty, and then there's a few others that do that too. And it is a lot of work, and it looks pretty cool. See palm trees growing in Ontario for sure. So, yeah, Joe, we Canadians love trees. Yes, we do. I like trees. I do like trees. Sam is in there. Hello, Sam. Good to see you in there. I just drink that whole container of water. This is the bottle that goes with Wendy's Soda Stream. She's got a Soda Stream. You know what a Soda Stream is? So she can carbonate the water, but this isn't carbonated water, but it really does taste good when it's carbonated. It makes it taste better to me, even though there's no actual real flavor, but I like carbonated water. You can put less effort. Yes, in mild winters. So here we know Trachycarpus and Camarops are fully hardy. It looks like other palms like Jubea is also fully hardy. Butea, only in the mildest areas, it is fully hardy. Some of the other ones, yeah, you might have to give them a little bit of help in the worst winters, but it's not too bad when you're near the ocean. So if you're near the Pacific coast, it's less of a challenge. If you're in a ways from the ocean, like where I used to live 6 miles from the ocean before I moved here, then it's more of a challenge. It is really a lot more of a challenge because the winters are quite a bit different southeast of Vancouver than they are in Vancouver. It's unbelievable the difference. Sandra, I'll be planting a lot of my potted palm spring, so it will be interesting because, oh, cool. Well, needle palm and sable minor sandor is a really good one to grow there because they don't get so big and they're easy to box in. Minus 58 here. Okay, so it's interesting you say January 2nd, 1950. Okay, so January 2nd, 1950 was also record-breaking cold here on the Pacific coast of Canada. So at Vancouver Airport, they did minus 17.8 degrees Celsius. And here on Salt Spring Island, minus 15 degrees Celsius, which is 5 degrees Fahrenheit. So that is record cold here for Salt Spring Island, 5 degrees Fahrenheit, so minus 15 degrees Celsius. And also in late December 1968, same thing, cold blast. I remember that one when I was a kid. minus 35. Wow, that is cold, Benjamin. That is cold. That is too cold for everything we grow here. I got a 12 Fahrenheit. Yeah, the coldest temperature I've ever had here, Camel, was 18 degrees Fahrenheit. December 2008, I believe it hit minus 52. You know, Dave, and that's probably without the wind chill too. So can you imagine, guys, if you had wind chill with minus 52, you would freeze your fanny perpendicular off. The coldest we got was minus 28 in February, 1899. Oh, well, I'll tell you what, the freeze in 1899, Sam, was one of the worst freezes in U.S. history. It was so cold, their snowflakes fell in Miami, and chunks of ice flowed down the Mississippi River and out into the Gulf of Mexico. That's how cold it was in 1899 in February. Tallahassee, Florida hit minus 2 degrees Fahrenheit. It was cold. Coldest minus 33, 1859 for Toronto. That's pretty cold. That's pretty cold, yeah. But that was a long time ago, too. Coldest. That's when Salt Spring was settled. Ha! 20 Fahrenheit. So you're 9A climate, Camel. No, yeah, no wind chill. Minus 33. Yeah, that's pretty cold. That means the lakes froze solid. Got to remember, I'm 100 miles away from the ocean. Yeah, okay. I'm like I say, I'm right across the street from the ocean. If they cut the trees down across the street from our place, we'd have a beautiful ocean view. I don't know if that'd be a good thing. I might get a little bit more wind in here, but Wendy would get her ocean view. She likes to look at the ocean. But her last place, she could see the ocean, but she was up on the hill, just out of Ganges. But we're right across the street from the ocean. And I like this area because it's very sheltered. So our house is here and it goes down to the ocean. It slopes down to the ocean. So the wind goes up and over top of us. Where I was freezing, we were under freezing for 2 weeks. Longest. Wow. That's cool. If this temp below minus 40, there's usually no wind. Oh, is that right? Interesting. Okay, Dave. Here in my zone 2 microclimate in the Himalayas, we go up. Minus 1,000. Sure. I think the coldest temperature ever on Earth was recorded at, was it Vladivostok or Antarctica somewhere? Wasn't it like minus 100? Can somebody Google it? What is the lowest temperature ever recorded on Earth? Isn't it like minus close to minus 100 or something like that? Minus, is it like minus 87 or minus 90 degrees? That's really cold. I think it's something like that. One of you guys can Google it for me. Drink lots of water, guys. Good for you. So, coldest temperature ever recorded on Earth. Let's just see. Coldest temp on Earth. Okay, guys, I'm just going to check this out for a sec. Minus 89.2 at Vostok, Antarctica. I said Vladivostok. Minus 80. Oh, no, sorry. Celsius. Minus 128.6 Fahrenheit, 1983. Minus 128.6 degrees Fahrenheit at Vostok, Antarctica in 1983. Minus 128.6. I don't care how good you box your palms in, man. They would freeze solid. Could you imagine? Oh, my God. You would freeze. Isn't that crazy? Minus 128.6. The lowest natural temperature ever directly recorded at the ground level. Minus 82. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Soviet Vostok station in Antarctica. Oh, my God. Isn't that crazy? Oh, I couldn't even imagine. That's like being on flipping Mars. Hey, you know, the Mars Rover landed the other day, eh? I actually listened to it on the news channel, and it had this perfect landing, which was cool. So it goes from like 12 or 13,000 miles per hour down to 2 miles per hour. They slow it down, and then I guess these chutes and stuff deploy, and it opens up and it lands. I can't even believe how cold that was, eh? How cold can a human survive without a jacket? Not very long at 128 degrees. You'd be frozen instantly. When we hit minus 45, there was no wind at all. How was it, Dave? Did you actually go out in that temperature? Did you actually go out in minus 44? That is cold, man. That is so cold, Dave. I will never complain about our minus 3 degrees Celsius again. Well, I need some coconuts I need some coconuts to sprout off of that coconut palm, Benjamin. You went out in that. Holy, so was it hard to breathe, Dave? Did you have to cover your face when it's that cold? Do you actually have to wear like a bandana or something? Because I heard when it's that cold, your lungs can freeze. Is that true? And you can throw a hot cup of coffee or water in the air and it will freeze. There's actually videos of that. You throw a hot cup of coffee in the air or water and it freezes. Minus 15 Fahrenheit. I do take the day off work to get a new car battery. And you'd think at that cold, car batteries could freeze, the water in them. You have to have special antifreeze because that would freeze. Wow. I can barely handle 25. Yeah. When it's cold here, to me, it doesn't feel that bad. Like when we have a deep freeze, we don't get the wind and it just doesn't really feel that bad to me. There's no cold winds here. So that may be why it doesn't feel so bad when it's cold like that. It's, oh God, it would, you would breathe, Sam, and your nostrils would freeze. I believe it or not, I find if there's dampness. So the coldest temperature I ever endured probably was it was in the late 1960s, and I lived in Richmond, Lulu Island, and so late 1968, I was on my way to 5 years old. Okay, I was 4, but going on 5, and I remember in late 1968, deep snow and very cold weather, and going out there all bundled up to play in the neighbor's yard. They made a skating rink, and it stayed frozen all of January 1969. So all of January 69, it stayed frozen on Lulu Island. And I think the lowest temperature where we were, because we were closer to the ocean, was probably somewhere around minus 16 degrees Celsius, something like that. It was darn cold. Minus 16, minus 17, something like that. We get more cloud cover here in the winter. Cold, 20, 30 is bad when it's windy. Yeah. Well, wind makes everything feel colder, so it doesn't actually bring down the thermometer temperature, but the wind chill makes it feel colder. When it's less than minus 40, there's usually dry. It doesn't feel bad. Interesting. Yeah, they say dry air is better to handle. Sunny, windy, minus 6 would be much. Yeah, I can imagine. I've been in minus 6 when it's been windy. I've been in minus the coldest temperature I was on the mainland before I came here was minus 14.8 degrees Celsius, and it was windy. It was brutal. It was windy. I was in South Langley, and the wind out there was just killer. Man, my mouth would freeze. I had a tough time talking. Your fingers would freeze, and it would freeze dry broadleaf evergreen. So palm trees would be freeze dried. I wrapped the trunks on them. I didn't bother wrapping the fronds, so they would be freeze dried. Anything in a sheltered spot would still have extremely severe damage to the fronds, and they would bounce back. But I did wrap them up with the trunks with burlap back then. That was back in the day. Hello, Jane. Aloha to my friend Jane. Jane, you missed the draw today on Banana JSSI, and Sandor is the winner of this month's draw. My daughter up in Northern Ontario at a minus 41, Sandor. Wow. You know, like I said, Sandor, my mom was born in Kenora, Ontario. And you probably know where Kenora is, but that's where mother was born. Kenora, Ontario. Nobody stays outside long when it's minus 40, Dave. You're right. I hate windy winters. Yeah, I'm so fortunate, Benjamin. Here in the Southern Gulf Islands, we don't get cold. We don't get cold winds here, man. I mean, there's palm trees growing right on the ocean. If it was cold and windy, they would not be happy at all. But a lot of palm trees growing right on the ocean here. You guys make Southwest sound warm. Yeah, I guess it's whatever you get used to, too. Yeah, my last location was very windy in the wintertime. Well, not in the summertime. The worst winds were actually in the wintertime, and they were called Arctic outflow winds. And in the Fraser Valley, they come straight out of the valley, eastern outflow winds, and they were just absolutely brutal. So you get minus 6 with 60K winds blowing, and they would really freeze dry pretty much anything you had out there that was a BLE. Go to Charleston instead. It can freeze like 5 to 9 times. Is that right? Interesting. I will tell you right now how many frosts we have had. So I think we had 1 or 2 in December. I'm going to see how many frosts we've had here this winter. I will tell you, okay? So we're going to say we had 2 in December. And I'm going to say we've probably had 10. Below, I'm talking below freezing. Okay. Okay. So there's one January 23rd, just below freezing, minus 0.6. So that's one. So that's 3 frosts. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. We've had 7 frosts here. We've had 7 frosts here this winter. And you know what? We might be done with frost now at this end of the island. Coldest we hit this winter was minus 33. Wow. Yeah, we had minus 2.4. Okay. For those of you who never got that. Yeah, Kenora is cold in the winter. Yeah, that's what I thought, Dave. I think it's by the Manitoba border. We get proud when we hit minus 40. We can take it. We are hardcore Canadians. Coldest we hit. There's a good video. It's called "Let's Go for a Rip." Have you ever seen the video "Let's Go for a Rip"? It is funny, man. It's one of the funniest kind of Canadian videos I've seen. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that video. I got to find it on YouTube. Let's just find it for you guys. Okay. Let's just see here. Let's go for a rip. Let's go for a rip, bud. Okay, let me find it for you. Out for a rip. It's actually called Out for a Rip. Okay, let me turn that off. I'm going to put the link on here for those of you who've never seen this video. This is truly Canadian, this video. This personifies Canadians to me. These guys, the way they talk and the way they act. Yeah, they are rednecks, but anyway, watch that video, guys, right there. Out for a rip. Hey, Pommy Pal, what is your record low max if you get coldest high temperature you've ever had? The coldest high temperature I ever had here, I'm guessing, was probably about maybe minus 3 degrees Celsius. And that would probably been in December 2008. I think minus 3. 1990 was a very cold winter too. So somewhere around minus 3. I'd have to look in my record books. But that would probably been my coldest high minimum. My coldest maximum would be about minus 3 degrees Celsius. I remember one day in 1991 we got minus 40. Oh, man. Minus 42. Dave, you are a hardcore Canadian. We got down to minus 17 this winter in Aurora. Minus 17. So 1.4. Yeah, because minus 17 point. Isn't minus 17? So the lowest temperature ever recorded at Vancouver Airport is minus 17.8 degrees Celsius. That's cold, Dave. Minus 46. On the bright side, if we ever get a freeze, the daytime temp stay. Yeah, see, you're very fortunate that way. And that's what latitude will do to you. But what is your elevation, Dave? But look at Dallas, Texas. I think they stayed below freezing this last, when they had that bad freeze. I'm pretty sure Dallas, Texas stayed below freezing. Joe, would you sell me a Swampsonii seedling? Yeah, I could sell you one of those. I'd have to go pull one out. I'm not going to ship them right now. They'll wait till April sometime, and then I can, yeah. And I've never sold any of those before, but I could pull one out, and you could try it. My coldest high, they're flawless. The palms down there, I was working down there today. You know what's blooming down there in the ravine is Petasites japonicus. And they're all blooming right now. They're amazing. I shot a video of them, and I'll put that on tomorrow. Dallas didn't have any mountains. Yeah, that's the thing. They don't have any mountains. See, we're fortunate here on the Pacific Coast. We have mountains. We have the Rocky Mountains, and we have the Coast Mountains. And there's no cold air from over there getting over here. Our cold air comes from Alaska. Yeah, you could try one for sure. It is so wet down there. It's amazing that they look so nice. And they're very happy palms, those little Swampsonii. I'll have to do another video on them. I'll do an update on them maybe end of March or something. I'll go down there, and then you can see when the creek's maybe a little bit less water in it, and we'll see how the one is doing actually in the creek. We'll see if it still survived. Yes. And same with me. Say hi to your wife, Dave. Palms USA is in there. Awesome. Yeah, well, I'm glad you guys are in here. This is actually a longer live stream than my Banana J SSI live stream today. And I wasn't planning on doing a super long live stream, but you guys are making it so much fun. I mean, this is what people do in this times. They Zoom and they live stream, and it's kind of like we're all together in the man cave, chit chatting with each other. You know what I mean? Just said hi to Palms USA. Palms USA. Good to see you in there, my friend, and good to see everybody in there. Ontario Palms, congrats on winning. Yeah, Sander, you're a good guy. We're glad you won the draw, and I like Wendy to stick her mitten in there. So next draw, end of March. I am going to Tofino in March. I don't know exactly what day, but you will know when I'm in Tofino because I'm going to be live streaming from Tofino. So I don't know if I'm going to bring. I don't know if I'm going to bring this laptop or my other one. This one's set up for Jungle Joe C, and my other laptop set up for Banana JSSI. And what I love about Tofino, the internet is so flippin' fast. It's awesome. And I did do a live stream from Tofino when I was there. If you remember, I was sitting out on the lanai and looking at, we're right on the ocean. We're staying at the same place. So if the weather's decent, and every time I go to Tofino, the weather's really decent, I will do a live stream out on the sun deck, lanai, and you guys can join in. And then I'll take some videos too. I'll shoot a lot of videos of all the stuff that goes on in Tofino. I might bring over another tiki too. There's 3 or 4 of my tikis in Tofino at different places. There's one at Brian's Exotic Garden. There's one in front of Big Daddy's Fish Fry in town at the fish and chips place. They got it kind of mounted under the front counter. It's an outdoor takeout. And then there's one in front of the surf shop. 2 tikis in front. Actually, I got 4 tikis in Tofino. There's 2 of my tikis in front of the surf shop where the big palm trees are, the cordylines. Yeah. So I might bring another one to Tofino with me too. So anyway, yeah, I don't know what you guys are doing tomorrow. Tomorrow, like I say, I got people coming through the garden and checking out the palm nursery. Coconut Kelly and her friend. I called her Coconut Kelly as a joke, and the funny thing is, people do call her Coconut Kelly. Almost the entire except me. Entire chat is blue. Okay, Sam. Okay, Sam, you're going to be blue too. Sam is now a moderator. And Palmy Pal, we're going to make you a moderator. Okay, just to make you guys happy, you guys are moderators now too. Sam and Palmy Pal are moderators. I can make everybody a moderator. Okay, so that way there's less chance of trolls getting into my live streams, right? Because you guys are all moderators now. So Sam and Palmy Pal, you are moderators. Your names are now in blue. When you post, you're like White with Dreamy Eyes and Palms USA and Kamlu Likes Coke and Benjamin and this and that and the other. Well, Benjamin is actually a moderator on my other channel. Joe is armed to the teeth. You betcha, totally armed. We got the arsenal out there. You guys are it. You guys are on the front line. So you're going to protect me from the trolls, right? Awesome. I hope to do a live stream. Okay, so tomorrow I am out in the morning, and then at 11:30 I have a couple of gals coming through the garden. They really want to see the exotic garden, and her friend wants some palm trees, so I got to take them to the palm nursery. So if I'm back in here at that time, I will catch your live stream, Palms USA, right? Check out Palms USA channel. He takes some good videos of palms around DC, and there are nice palms in DC. Palm Bell. I keep my eyes open for the Palms USA. Yes. It's funny, like it was milder in DC than it was in Dallas. A lot of places in the north were milder than Dallas, Texas. That's crazy. I feel for palm growers in Dallas. No trolls allowed, Sandor. That's right. You know what? Yeah, trolls got to be good. They start talking trash in here. You guys got to kick them out. What does beta? I think it means big Brennan White pulling pranks, right? Somebody said that. Brennan White pulling pranks. We're getting into the wet season into Tennessee, Ohio. Yeah, so we're getting out of the wet season here now, and we're getting into the dry season coming up here, Sam. Our wet season. Joe didn't see my joke. Oh, I didn't see your joke. Where is it? Oh, I missed it. Palmy Pal. I see laugh out loud. I'm going up. I'm scrolling back up. The BWP. I see that now. I see it now, Palmy Pal. Funny, it's mild in West Canada. Well, Dallas, I know it's crazy, isn't it, Jane? If to think about it, like, and I know Dallas can get cold. Okay, not often, but Dallas can get a lot colder than it ever does here. But Dallas also gets a lot of heat that we don't get the heat that Dallas ever gets, right? And the thing is with Dallas, Usually when they have a cold snap, they bounce right up above freezing. But this last cold snap they had was so brutal. I think some places got down below 0 degrees Fahrenheit, and their daytime temperatures did not get above freezing, like not above 32. So it's really hard on a lot of the plants there, which really sucks, Jane. Wet season starting here too. Brennan White pulling pranks. Yes. Dallas isn't freezing anymore. They got, yeah, see, that's the thing, Sam. I look at their forecast every day. Every day I look at Dallas and I know they're warm now. So now this is the time to tell if any of those palm trees are going to spring back into life, because with that type of heat, things are going to start growing if there's life in them. So people can't be too quick to be cutting stuff down. I would wait to the very last minute and make sure the palms are clearly dead before cutting them down, because people do stuff premature and they see brown fronds on a palm tree and they take their chainsaw and cut it down, but yet that palm tree is going to be alive, right? So better to wait. I've been reporting that fake channel every day, multiple times. Looks like YouTube. No, they haven't. That's Palmy Pal, and same with me. And I even talked to somebody about it. It's really annoying. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what's with YouTube right now, but they seem to be taking their time with things. And it seems like in this day and age, things take a little bit longer to get done. But if you're persistent, thanks, Palmy Pal, I appreciate it. If you're persistent, things will happen. So they're working on it. The person I talked to, her name was, I think it was Maxine, and she says, we will work on that. And yeah, it's just ridiculous that somebody actually copied my channel and used my videos and used my photos. That really makes me mad. Like, I'd like to take that person and just take my meat hooks and just squeeze their, oh, you don't even want to do, I don't even want to get into it. It's almost breeding season for wood storks. Oh, wood storks, cool. We have you know what we have here? 71 in Dallas. See, it's toasty there. Washies in Dallas are beasts. They're mature washies. Yeah, so I'm going to say the washing Robusta will be dead in Dallas. Fliffer, I think, will survive. It really seems like they're just ignoring. It makes me mad. Yeah, I think they are Palmy Pal. It's just, and like I said, I actually had a chat with a YouTube rep. I actually was chatting with her on the internet, and she was chatting back with me on here, messaging each other. And she says, yes, we'll look into it. So wring them like a rag. Oh, yeah, that'd be awesome. I would love to do that. And of course, shoot a video of it. I would set my camera on a tripod. Have you ever seen my tripod? Where's my little tripod? This tripod's kind of awesome. There's my little tripod. So this is what I carry with me sometimes when I go to other exotic gardens. I got this little mini tripod there, and it swivels around and you can adjust it. You know what I mean? So, and it just fits in your pocket. So there's my tripod, and then it screws in to the bottom of the camera there with my cheap little Canon. Wendy's Canon is a little bit better than mine, but there's my tripod, and that's where the YouTube videos come from. That little camera right there, it's starting to wear out. You can see the top of it starting to wear out. So we're going to have to get another camera soon, because I'm pretty sure the lens on this one is starting to get scratched. So it's a pretty cool little tripod, and I carry this wherever I go. That's the camera that shoots all the videos. And like I say, I have 7 or 8 of them I've been through already. And this will probably be number 9, because pretty soon I will be investing in another camera. Welcome to Corb's Big Care. Yeah, exactly, Camel. Exactly. Palm Josie, I can't believe the Albuquerque area is. And yeah, they do have Flifra, and it's dry cold there. Is there another fake banana? Yeah. So you know what it is, Sam? It's called a Southern Gulf palm trees. Look it up. Southern Gulf palm trees. Somebody made a channel using my avatar, using my videos, and using pictures of Wendy and I across the top as their banner, and then putting links to other channels, making believe that it's me with that channel. It's just absolutely ridiculous. And oh man, you have no idea. I grit my teeth, and I shouldn't, because it's just a dumb troll. But like I said, if they were on Salt Spring Island, I'd be knocking their door down, and I wouldn't even think twice about it. Pull up in front of their place with my bike, and I'd put my boot right through their door. I'd be so mad. And that is the truth too. And I'd make sure I set my tripod up, and I go up and I'd boot their door open. And then I grab them by the neck and I do some nasty things to them. Oh, you have no idea how mad I get when I see that. People impersonating other people. Like, how low do people have to stoop? Isn't that low? That is flipping low, man. Using my pictures, my videos. Like, what are they trying to do, man? I don't get it. The internet is now it is. I think it is, Dave. I totally agree. Hate those trolls who make those fake channels real. Yeah, same with me, Palms USA. Same way. The mental state someone would have to be into blow. Yeah, I agree, Palmy Pal. I'm thinking they are a few French fries short of a Happy Meal. Can I say that? Few French fries short of a Happy Meal, the elevator doesn't go all the way to the bottom. Or maybe the elevator doesn't go all the way to the top, right? You know what I mean? Hardy zones need to be updated. Yeah, sometimes they do, Camel. They do update them periodically. Thanks, Palms USA. It's a good little tripod. I don't even know where I got it from. I had another one, but so I lent it to somebody and they broke it. A fact that can't even be done. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I just don't want people get out of doing. Like, it's funny. People, it makes people, certain people, happy when they do such stupid things like that to agitate other people. Like, it's beyond me that there are people on this planet like that to try to make other people's life miserable. Well, they're not making my life miserable, but I would just like to grab them and wring their neck. Yeah, I know, Pommy Pal. I think there's a lot of channels out there. It's weird. That guy said, no, there's no 8A in on Lake Erie. Sorry. No. Yeah, Bigfoot will be banned when he comes. Yeah, do you think it's him? A lot of people seem to think it's him. Go about the page. You can see it's, yeah. Yeah, it's weird, man. Look at my comments on there too. Let me apply to be a YouTube mod. I'll delete and blacklist. You are actually a YouTube mod, Camel. You are a YouTube mod right here on my channel. Right here, you're a YouTube mod. The frozen Lake Erie. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely not 8A up there. I don't think so. He's made a name for himself. That's for sure. It's definitely getting attention. I think what he's looking for is views. Some people are just looking for views. I really don't care. I have fun doing this, right? And you know what I mean? To me, it's not about that. It's like, you guys are important to me. We're having a lot of fun here. And like I said, it's just a hobby to me, shooting videos. That's all it is. It's nothing more than a hobby. You can see koa trees along Waimea Canyon. Oh, I love the red dirt. Hey, Jane, you remember the red dirt shirts? You could buy them on Oahu and other islands, and they made the shirts with red dirt. Like, they stained them with the red dirt of Hawaii. And for those who don't know that, a lot of red dirt on Hawaii and the Hawaiian Islands. He said there was a Zone 8B on the no. So somebody's trying to be something they're not, and that's kind of weird, right? That's like me trying to tell people I'm on a tropical island and it's zone 10 or 11 here. Well, it's not. We can grow a lot of plants and give you the tropical like look, but nothing we grow here is tropical. I think the most tropical thing we grow here would be bananas. Musabaju are definitely a tropical plant native to the Ryukyu Islands in southern Japan, but everything else we grow in our garden is kind of like subtropical or tropical looking, but it's actually quite hardy. So you can give a tropical looking landscape. You can create one by choosing the right plants, but by all means, there are no places in Canada that are tropical. Okay. And some people say that. I see, well, how can you live on a tropical place in Canada? Well, there's no tropical places in Canada. Yeah, we grow windmill palm trees, but windmill palm trees are not tropical. Okay. I don't even think they like growing in the tropics unless he plants 4,000, going to get 4,000 ALTs. Yeah, I don't care about subscribers or likes. I like reading comments too. I love reading comments. It's supposed to be zone 7 here in Charlotte, but I think at least 8 and got below here in years and years. So yeah, well, actually, you know what? That's more like zone 9. Pommy Pal, that is more. If you haven't got below 20 degrees Fahrenheit, that is actually here. It's zone 9. That's what it is. Most of Charlotte is A. Views are nothing if you get no feedback. Exactly. That's right. And I do enjoy comments. I really enjoy comments. And you know what? I try to answer every comment. I kind of feel bad when I miss comments. And like a year later, I go and I'm looking through or watching a video. It's like, oh my God, I missed that comment. So I'll answer it. I answered one the other day from like 7 years ago. Can you believe it? Some plants you can grow in the tropic. Yeah, well, I mean, the eucalyptus trees we grow, I mean, some of them are subtropical. I don't know if there's really like canna lilies, I think are tropical. We grow those here. Maybe a few tropical plants. You can grow some tropical palms on the Gulf Islands, like yeah, I guess those are they are tropical. Cassarium and Trithronyx. So Jeff has a Trithronyx acanthocoma in his garden, Palms USA in Victoria, and it is absolutely amazing. Like I say, it's Wendy's got a really good slideshow of Jeff's amazing palm garden in Victoria, and I hope to get back there this summer, and maybe Jeff will actually let me shoot a video. He didn't want any video shot of his garden. He says, please no videos. Like, oh, I was dying to shoot a video of his garden. And he's got some Manipure in there. He's got huge jubaeas. It's awesome. Loquat, I've seen some really nice loquats, Jane, on Maui, up country, and it was a Chinese garden, and I got some videos of them. I need to be tried. Yeah, Cassarium is a nice. I want to say Cassarium. Cassarium is a nice palm. It says Charlotte got to 8 in 2018. That's records are kept. Wow, 8 Fahrenheit. So that's pretty cool. Nandina. Oh, I see lots of Nandina in Hawaii too. I see it in Maui too. We grow lots of Nandina here on our island. It's a very common plant. Sables are almost tropical. Okay, so we can grow sable palms here. We can grow sable minor, sable bermudana, sable casierum, sable palmetto, sable Birmingham, sable etonii, sable rosii. There's a bunch of sables that grow here. Nandina is a very common plant here, Nandina domestica, and we have a lot of them in our garden. And they have berries on them, and then at a certain time of the year, actually they might be budded up, ready to flower soon. Damn, it didn't get that year. I live by a lake, so I wonder if I'm just yeah, by a lake would be milder too. If it's a big lake, if you're by a big body of water, it's going to be milder, right? Because the water regulates the air. If you're by a small lake or a river, it's probably not going to do anything. Palms are cool. Just posted a video of a mature wash in the Charlotte hugest. Oh, cool. I got to see that, man. And I've seen pictures of them before, Palms USA. Like I say, Gary Haller posted pics years ago. It could have been on the Hardy Palm and Subtropical Forum, or it could have been even on my, or it might have been Zone Pushers. I don't know. He doesn't post much in my People Who Love Palm Trees, but he is on my Instagram. Maybe it was even on Instagram too. Palm School lives in Palms are cool. Lives in TJK. Cool. Sounds like a cool place. 13 miles northwest of me. Yeah, I don't know if right, I've heard 8 Fahrenheit Charlotte. Well, it's like here. I mean, you don't have to go very far. Like Friday morning when I got to work, I was scraping frost on the vehicle at the park's courtyard. Sables are from southeast tropical part. Yeah, they are. And there are some native to Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic and Bermuda. So we have Cassierum here in our garden. And like I say, we have a bunch of other ones. Get any cold damage? No, snow does not cause cold damage, Matt. There is no damage in our garden whatsoever. And snow, and people always say that, well, how do your garden do in the snow? Well, snow doesn't cause cold damage. Low temperatures cause cold damage, and the coldest temperature I recorded here was 27.6 degrees Fahrenheit. So not cold enough to damage anything. It was minus 2.4. White with dreamy eyes. That is the airport. So the snow we had, the last snowfall we had 4 inches. Then we had 1 inch. So we had 5 inches. And then the December 20th, I think we had about 4 inches, something like that. So yeah, snow, folks, does not cause cold damage. Is more what I meant. The 36 hours below freezing. Well, yeah, we had a few days below freezing. I'll look in my book. We'll look in my little weather book here. So I'll tell you what days below freezing. So on the first day below freezing, we had 7 below freezing. Okay, so the first day we got below freezing was February 10th at minus 1.5. February 11th, minus 1.4. Daytime temp, 1.2. And February 12th, minus 2.4. And high temp, 0.2. And February 13th, minus 1.8. High, 1.3. And then on the February 14th, it was minus 0.1 and the high was 2, and then it warmed up after that. So we had below freezing. Well, we had several days below freezing. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days with lows below freezing, but not much below freezing. But like I say, daytime highs were above freezing, but just barely. But it still wasn't cold enough to damage anything. And we don't get winds here. We do not get any cold winds. So, and that causes a lot of damage to plants. It desiccates the leaves of BLEs when you get cold combined with winds, outflow winds, and we don't get those here, thank God, at this end of the island. What I'm looking at, Charles, is 17 in 2020. Does that sound more right? I had some kids really hating me. No way. Bullies. I don't like bullies. Airport is near. We don't have any airports here. We just have float planes. Float planes that come in and out, landing year-round in the harbor, taking people to Vancouver, Victoria. I think you can go to the West Coast, too. I think you'd actually go to Tofino, too, maybe, from here. Palmy Pal. Oh, check out the palm I uploaded today. I think it's a sable miner picked it up. Oh, cool. I will. Cool. Awesome. And I'm in a microclimate, usually a few degrees. Yeah, where I live on the north end of the island, it is definitely milder And it's not the mildest part of the island, but it's a good microclimate. Joe, there's a tracky farm in South Central town, and there's a block full of track. Oh, that's cool. Right on. We have a tracky farm on the south end of our island where they field grow them. It's on the very south end of Salt Spring Island, right across the street from the ocean. And I sell them a lot of my palm trees. Last year he came and he bought another 50. I think the year before that he bought another 40. And the first ones he planted were probably, 17 years ago. He started field growing them. I must be in a microclimate. Lowest got this winter is 27. Yeah, 27. So you're like us. We're 27.6 degrees Fahrenheit here, Palmy pal. And not so bad. Really not so bad. Didn't really feel that bad to me. I was working in that weather every single day. It didn't bother me at all. There's a big kid with a patch on his. Oh, if he told me to kiss his patch, I would have given him a knuckle sandwich. He would have kissed my patch right there. I'll tell you a story about a bully, man. I'll have to tell you a story about a bully. Maybe I'll do it, save it for another live stream, but it's a good one. I am in the DC area, so I'm jealous of your location, warmer climate. Hey, Art, when are you revealing the experimental palm again? I marked the calendar. I think, Matt, I'm going to do that. Let's just see. I'm going to keep an eye on the forecast. So I want it to be relatively mild out, and mild when I take the pot off of it. So I got a little bit of bubble plastic around the trunk, and then I got that 20-gallon whatever nursery pot stuck over top. I put some stakes in the ground so the nursery pot doesn't squish the fronds. So it's sitting on some stakes. So the nursery pot's actually off the ground. And maybe about mid-March. You know what we should do? Maybe we'll do it St. Patrick's Day. Let's do it on St. Patrick's Day. That would be a good day to do it. We'll try that. What do you think? St. Patty's Day and then I'll do I was bullying a bully. Good. Bullies need to be bullied. Bullies need to be smacked around. You guys are both a bit further south than I'm in North Carolina. Cape Charles, Virginia is amazing and full of palms. Furthest north place, palms are common in my opinion. Cool. Gotta love where palms grow. -4 was the coldest experience for an hour. Last 2 banana stalks. Cool. Yeah, our banana stalks are fine, the trunks, because I do bubble wrap them, so they never freeze down. Even in 2008, when it got down to 18 degrees Fahrenheit, it seemed to work on them pretty good. The top part kind of froze a little bit, but most of the canes were still fine after the freeze. So I put a few wraps of the bigger bubble plastic around and then pool cover, so old swimming pool cover. A few miles south of Fort Mill. So you all know where I live, right? So the Southern Gulf Islands are, I guess, we're southwest of Vancouver. I think the mystery palm. Jane is a brilliant lady too, but I'm not going to say anything. I can't give it away, but Jane is a very brilliant lady. So stay tuned for March 17th. No, that's toast. The Helen's hybrid's gone a long time ago. It was my bad, Matt. I should have planted that banana somewhere else. I put it in the deep shade under some big musabajus, and it just petered out. It wasn't happy, and it's too bad. So I hope I can get another one of those one day and plant it somewhere else. I think I remember seeing some sable miners in Hatteras Park. Yeah, no, same with me, Palms USA. We have palm oil in our blood. Maybe that's what runs in our veins, palm oil. I'm placing my bet on either Phoenix species. Oh, lady palms are nice, man. You know what? I grew a lady palm outside here for, I guess it made it through just about 5 winters. And the sad thing is, it wasn't winter that actually killed it. It was actually summer that killed it. It never got watered when I went away to Hawaii for a few weeks. I went to Oahu for a few weeks, and it just didn't get watered. And I got back and it was all dried up. It's growing in very dry, rocky soil. And that's the thing here. Summer can be really hard on a lot of our plants. Phoenix sylvestris is a very nice plant too. I love Phoenix sylvestris. Lots of those in Hawaii. So we will do the unveiling of that special palm. I think March 17th. Any of you people Irish out there? I really want a variegated rhapis. Yeah, they're nice. Variegated rhapis, awesome. I managed to get quite a few nice Mekong. Oh yeah, those are nice. Same with Musa itinerans. It's proven that Phoenix here is actually hardier than Washington. Oh, I believe so. Because Jane, on the Oregon coast in December 1990, and when I was down there photographing date palms, Phoenix canariensis, I stopped in at Gold Beach, Oregon. And I went to this guy's front yard. He had a massive date palm. I talked to the guy and I said, how did this palm tree do in December 1990 freeze? He says it got totally defoliated. The temperature got down to around 13 degrees Fahrenheit, and it came back again. It was awesome. When I was there in 2004, it looked absolutely awesome, and it was big. The trunk was big. Trunk was 15 feet tall, something like that. It had a big crown on it, and there was more than one around. Like that wasn't the only one around. There was others in people's gardens. When I drove down the side roads, I saw some big date palms in Gold Beach. I managed to get quite a few nice and young giant. I was a bratty. Well, that's okay. I don't think I was bratty, but I was nice. I highly doubt it's a washi because I remember you saying you were. Yeah, washies. I don't know, man. People still grow them here, and there's people that grow them back east. The problem with Washingtonia, and I don't want to give anything away, they're not that hardy, and they grow really fast. And what are you going to do when the thing's like 20 feet tall? They grow even fast here too if you got them in a good spot. 25 Fahrenheit robust web burnt CIB. Yeah, I agree with Jane. Yeah, Phoenix canariensis is way more cold hardy than a robusta. Definitely going to try Phoenix dactyl for here. It's too wet here. Any thoughts on fabled Syroxylon? I have Syroxylon quinduense and I've tried it. And I had it in a bad spot. It survived outside a couple of years. I dug it out and I put it back in the greenhouse. The problem, Matt, I had the thing growing under these big cedar trees, and the cordylions beside it are doing okay. But the Syroxylon was suffering. Those cedar trees just sucked the living life out of everything. So I dug it out and I put it back in the greenhouse, and now it's shooting back up again. It's growing again. It's happier. It doesn't have the competition of Thuja plicata roots infiltrating its root system and sucking all the moisture and life out of the soil. Yeah. So Palmy Pal thinks it's a Canary Island date palm. Okay. But I got scared a lot, so I changed Lucky for good for you, Dave. Any thoughts on Syroxylon? Oh, Syroxylon. I have a Syroxylon too, Matt. I have Parajubaea and I have Syroxylon. My friend in Seattle has a Parajubaea in his garden. It's a big one. I've just found out my Robellini planted 1 year. Oh, really? Yeah, Robellini is definitely not hardy here palms. That's the pygmy date palm. They're just not. I've tried them before too. I've experimented with lots of different types of palm trees. Well, it's good to be bratty on YouTube. That's why you got some bratty videos, Dave. No wonder it was growing bad. Yeah, probably like pretty good draining soil. It's wet here too, but the Phoenix species can handle worse. I don't know how much rain you guys get there, Camel. So our annual rainfall here on the Southern Gulf Islands, on this island where I'm at, is 30 to 35 inches, and on the outer islands they're even drier. Okay, they're much drier because I guess they're more in the rain shadow. We're in a rain shadow here too, but like I say, the driest islands are Galliano, Maine, Pender, and Galliano, Maine, Pender. I think Prevost too. They're a lot drier. I think Washingtonia flifera and Phoenix duckweed will survive in the desert climates of 8. I think so. Oh yeah, Jane. And Phoenix, or not Phoenix, Washingtonia flifera is a pretty hardy palm. Oh, Bismarckia. I like Bismarckia palmy pal. I tried one of those though. You know that? I tried one of those in the late 1980s and it died. We get like 43 inches of rain. Okay, so you get a little bit more than us, but not much. Not much more. Seattle annually is around 39. I think 39 to 40 inches annually in Seattle. It's funny, people look at the West here and they think that's all it does is rain. We get tons of rain all the time, which is a total myth. Okay. Our rain falls in the winter time. Okay. And 30 to 35 inches is not a lot of rain we get here. So there's a lot of other places. I think we actually get less rain here on Salt Spring than Toronto does. So there you go. It's a myth that people assume the West Coast is the wet coast and it's raining all the time. And if you don't believe me, you can watch my videos and you can see how little it rains here because I shoot videos every single day of the year. I've been shooting them for over a decade, so you can see exactly what the weather is like here. I don't miss a thing. If it snows, I got it. If it's a hurricane, I'm going to get it. If it's a deep freeze, you're going to see it. You know what I'm talking about? Soil. I can't wait to go to the coast for vacation, spring break. Cool. I can't wait to go to Tofino. I'm looking forward to it. Palms are the best. I always love driving south. I'm with you, Palms USA. I am so with you. You got to find a Camadoria. I have one. I have a Microspadex. We have one in our garden. I've had it it's been in the garden for about 5 years now. You know what was a beautiful one, Matt? My buddy in Victoria, the most beautiful big Chamaedorea microspadex. It's as tall as me, and he's got a cluster of the bamboo palm beside his house. Been outside for more than 20 years, I think since the 90s. So my microspadex has been outside for 5 winters now, and my Chamaedorea radicalis has been outside since 97. Time to go back to Florida. That's a place absolutely going to move there. Cool. Well, you should. If you like Florida, then you should move there. West Coast is the left coast. Yeah, I've heard that before. But then you get fall and winter temps. Yes, we do. But you know what? I do like the rainy season too, because it's really good for our wells. It's good for the aquifer. It keeps the forest fire risk down. You got to remember, we're at a high risk of forest fire here in the dry season. It's really scary. The summer months actually really scare me here. Bamboo never grows. It invades. That's right. I love bamboo. And I'll tell you one thing, Jane, you never have to worry about bamboo taking over most parts of Salt Spring Island because it hates dry, rocky soil. Okay, we have a patch of clay down below and down by the ravine, and I got bamboo in there. It's like a flipping jungle of bamboo. But everywhere everywhere else in our garden where it's all rocky, you put the most invasive bamboo in there, and it does not run at all. It's not rained here since December. Yeah, it's dry there. Wow. Trying to Florida. West coast of U.S. is very liberal. Don't know about Canada. We're definitely different than the East Coast. On the contrary, I think most people say weather is out. It is. Well, the best weather in Canada for winter would be here. And really the proof, and I'm not bragging, I'm just saying the way it is. The proof is in the pudding when you see what grows. When I go to a certain area, I'm always looking at the vegetation. That's the first thing I do. Even when I watch a movie, I'm looking at the vegetation. I remember watching a Jackie Chan movie years ago at the cinema here. And he's up in this mountain, skiing down this mountain. And I'm looking at all these eucalyptus trees like snow gums. And I said, this movie was filmed in Australia. They're up in Kosciuszko somewhere, way up in the mountains there. And sure enough, I looked at the credits. It was filmed in Australia. So I'm always very observant with vegetation. So if I'm in a certain area, like when I go to Alaska, I'm just really observant with the vegetation. And that kind of tells me something about the climate there. So when you come to the West Coast, if you come from the East Coast, you're going to see a lot of broadleaf evergreens. You're going to see laurel hedges. You're going to see a lot of palm trees, a lot of southern magnolias. You're going to see a lot of monkey trees, bamboo, this, that, and the other. It's a mild, temperate climate here on the West Coast because of the ocean. Cucumber Island, Georgia is really good. Cucumber Island, that's a cool name. I watched Swamp People's page and seeing all of that. Yeah, that's cool. Swamp People. Yeah, nice. Yeah, all the palm stuff. Thoughts that you guys here. Mine went to seed. My chuskia bamboo went to flower and seed. It's too bad. I had a beautiful stand of it, and now it is dead. The Georgia coast has some incredible. They do. My son has been down to Georgia a couple of times. He's got a really good friend that lives in Georgia, and he lived on Salt Spring for a few years. His friend, he's from Georgia, and then he moved back down to Georgia. But yeah, my son was down there not last summer, but the summer before. Most of us in Western Canada just want to raise our families, and yeah, exactly, Dave. You know it. Wildlife, yeah, and wildlife also tells a lot. So here we have native lizards, we have snakes. And we also have native cactus and succulents growing here. So that tells you a little bit about the climate. And we do have lizards, like I say, and snakes. Yeah, awesome. Definitely going there. Jekyll Island. Yep, I've seen lots of pictures of that too. Not the best state, but beautiful coast. Which one is that? Oh, Georgia. Western Canada is the center, not the left or right. I think more of the center, everything revolves around back east. I'm pretty sure. Not the best state. What's not the best state but has beautiful coast? Are you talking Florida or Georgia? Georgia has its issues. Yeah. Well, I was born and raised here in the West, so I am here to stay in the West. You know, there's a West Separatist Party. There's actually a West Separatist Party, and it's called the what are they called? Is it the Wildcats? Wildcat Party or something like that? It was a weird name. I was listening to it on CKNW News the other day, and there is actually a separatist party in the West, and they are going to be running, I guess, in the next election. And so they want to make it more independent from Manitoba to British Columbia, the Western Separatist Party. Sable palmetto seeds from Driftwood Beach. Oh, cool. Nice, Palmy Pal. The seeds were collected in I'll tell you what, here on Salt Spring Island, you don't see a lot of prejudice, okay? Everybody's blood's the same color and everybody gets along with everybody else. So you really don't see prejudice here on Salt Spring Island. That's one thing I see here. You know, and I know in a lot of other places they have issues with people being prejudiced, you know, but here, like I say, everybody gets along with everybody. You see mixed race couples married. It doesn't really matter. And they're just, like I say, like everybody else. A combination of the two. By center mean liberal. I mean either liberal or conservative. We were collected in October, so they'll germinate. If they were fresh Palmy Pal, they will germinate. My waggy seeds are coming up like crazy. I'm not much into politics, Camel, at all. I couldn't remember. Do you peel off the? I do with Palmy Pal. Yes, I do. I've sowed a lot of sable seed and take off that outer skin. It's kind of sticky. If they're fresh, it's definitely sticky. I remember one guy sent me about 1,000 sable seed, and I just got sick of peeling off the skin because I've done it on a lot of them before. So I got a video of it I shot years ago. I put them in this plastic tub, and I got my fish bat for it's for bonking fish on the head, and I grinded them. I kind of ground them around, and they're like this, and it dehusked them. Yeah, we all get along fine. I couldn't remember politics or no. I'm just reading your comments. Sorry, guys. I'm talking to myself and reading. Oh, well, they might work. You know, put them in water. A lot of times, take the skin off, and if they sink, they should be pretty good. Send me a few thousand sable seeds. Yeah, they're all planted now. I've got people send. I get seeds show up here without warning. They just show up in my mailbox. BC is quite tolerant. It is a pretty peaceful place, but the ones I peeled off the solid. Well, they might be good. They're usually hard and shiny, Palmy Pal. They're usually very hard and shiny sable seeds. I haven't watched news and I'm not much, you know, most of the time when you listen to news, it's bad news and it's the same crap every day when you listen to it, the same stuff that's going on in the planet. And I get so sick of listening to, you know what, they talk about wearing masks and this, and the numbers are up and this and that. I cannot wait till all that garbage is done and I can go back to Maui because I think it's just ridiculous. Joe, do you know of Juanita? Yeah, I know it. I know it very well. Not available up here, but I've seen it growing in Ireland before. It's a pretty hardy palm tree because it does grow in Ireland and it will grow in southern England too. I think it grows in the Scilly Isles. I've known about that palm for decades. It's beautiful, but I don't have it. Not worth watching. I know. I'm so done with it. Polarized, yeah. I sow some. It's the same old crap every time I hear it up here in Canada too. It's, put it this way, if you don't listen to the news, then it doesn't exist out there. So I don't know anybody that has it. I don't know anybody that knows anybody that has it. And I don't know, man. And people are just so gung-ho to get the old, you know what I mean? They want to get that, which is coming up soon. It's in Canada. So I'll be last in line when that happens, folks. I'm not signing up for that. I can peel another batch and sow them. Yeah, try it, Palmy Pal. Palm juice, that's why I don't watch window and everything. Yeah, exactly. I like to look out at my garden, our garden, and that makes me, I'm at peace there. Yeah, the negative. Exactly, Dave. It is a lot of negative stuff out there. So I really don't watch the news on TV. We have the Google Tower in the kitchen, and once in a while I say, good morning, Google, and it'll tell me what's going on in the world, Canada, USA. But the only thing I really watch is the weather. I like weather. People look for problems and don't exist instead of solve. Yeah, exactly, Camel. Too much time on their hands. They do. Yeah, and there's too much negativity in the world. There's too much bad stuff in the world these days, man. People got to just kind of love one another and just chill. Right? I think that's why there's so many wars around and stuff. It just kind of sucks. It really does. So I am grateful to be living on this little island out in the ocean and where it's all peaches and cream. I mean, we do have our problems too. It's not perfect here, but it is like a little slice of paradise. Like it seems like we're a million miles away from everything. So when you get off the South End Ferry, there's a big sign that will greet you as you start driving along. And you know what it says? It says, welcome to the Vortex, Salt Spring Island. That's what it says. Welcome to the Vortex. Salt Spring Island. It's a big billboard. And they say it's a million miles, center of the unknown universe. Salt Spring Island, used to be a lot of bumper stickers around, center of the unknown universe. And it is. It's like we're a long way away from everything here. Ever heard of Yep, definitely. Um, my friend at the plant farm here in Salt Spring Island has a huge citrus. He's got a lot of citrus trees in his garden, but the biggest one he has edible, big edible fruit on it. And I shot a video of it. There's videos on my YouTube channel here, and it's seedless and big oranges on the thing, and they're actually not bad at all. Ever heard? We have a lot of different citrus here, and we have some of the hardier ones too. But those are the grafting stock ones, trifoliate, right? Poincerus. So this live stream's been going a while. I wasn't expecting to go this long. Lifestyle, modern lifestyle. Sometimes I think I'd rather be a rhino or a heron. A great blue heron. I just looked at a copy of your channel and description of the channel. Yeah, it says location United States, and it was started, Sam. It was started in April 2020. Okay, this channel was started in April 12th, 2012, and then my other channel, Banana J SSI, was started in early July 2010, and BJ616 I think was started in 2008. We started in 2008, quite a long time ago, like 13 years ago. So it's a newer channel. The guys made it, and it very well could be him. What do you guys think? What is your opinion on that? Do you think it is who we think it is? Who I think it is? I just looked at the copy. So anyway, you can report the channel if you want, you guys. It's really annoying that somebody would actually stoop so low as to rip off someone's photos and videos and put it on a channel. Like that's twisted, man. Like that is really sick. That's like me stealing somebody else's book. I'm going to write a book, and I'm going to take another book, and I'm going to copy it word for word, and then I'm going to take it to a publisher and say, hey, I wrote this book. Isn't that plagiarism? It's like, holy right, or copyright infringement. I had to choose. I'll be definitely a secretary bird. I'd be what type of bird would I be? Maybe a macaw. Yes, comment. Oh, you think it is him? Man? That's just, isn't that weird? That is just so weird. Stream, is it lagging? Is my stream lagging here? Well, maybe I'll go to, what time is it? Oh my God, it's after 8. Maybe I'll go for another 9 minutes. We'll go to 2 hours, and then I can do another live stream tomorrow, guys. But I think tomorrow I'm going to do it on Wendy's iPhone, and that way I can get out into the garden and you can see what's going on out there. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't understand it. It almost seems like it doesn't, like it's a stalker or something, doesn't it, Dave? It's kind of weird. Like, why my channel? My channel is just about gardening and stuff. It's like, my channel's not that exciting. I don't think my channel's that exciting. Okay. That's why I got to break up the monotony of all the palm and exotic stuff and throw in some random stuff. That's why I scare Molly every so often, and I was going to scare Molly the other day, but she beat me to her gym before I could get out of my Park Street corner. So that's why I make videos of scaring Molly every so often. I've got 2 of them up, and I'm definitely going to scare her some more. And her sister gives me 100% permission to scare Molly. So stay tuned for another Scare Molly video. And that's why I put those in there, just kind of break up the monotony and make you guys think, it's like, wow, this is a garden channel, and now we're scaring somebody. But there are some random videos throughout this channel, and that's what I do, right? So maybe next week I'm going to scare her really good. I'll give her a good scare, and she's a good sport. That's why I like Molly. Live stream in the garden. Yeah. So anyway, Matt, I often do that on Gulf Island Rock on my wife's channel. I do that. I'll grab her iPhone and I'll go out there. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it, Dave. Same with me. It makes me roll my eyes. It's kind of weird, right? Yeah, the scare videos. I'm glad you like the scare videos. And she is good. And Molly is my friend. Okay, so I actually forewarn her that I am going to scare her at some point. She just doesn't know what point. So often I'll hide around the corner, but I got the camera rolling. One time I'm going to set it up on a tripod. I should wear a mask and just freak her right out. And she goes right into her gym. She's a personal trainer, right? So that's what she does. She works out at the park where I work. Random stuff is good. I like random stuff. I'm kind of a random person. A lot of times I say a lot of random things for real life too. They eat cobras. Hey, mongoose eat snakes too, right? The mongoose, there's lots of mongoose in Hawaii, but there's no snakes in Hawaii. Isn't that crazy? They brought mongoose over, but there's no snakes in Hawaii. What do you think of that? I got some good videos of mongoose on my other channel. I don't think I have them on this channel, but I got lots of videos of mongoose on my other channel. They're pretty cool little critters. Sometimes you'll see them flattened out on the road. Honey badgers can take bites from lions. No way. Really, Camel? So they are tough. They are bad. Honey badgers are edgy. Yeah. Maybe. Well, I'm sure he is. He's probably picking up points, and I don't have a problem with him. Just take down and don't troll and take down my channel or take down the fake channel. You know what? It's weird. I mean, how would you feel if somebody made a channel, a YouTube channel of your channel and put it up there? Wouldn't that make you upset? Yeah. And getting mad. maybe he's plotting to do your channels next. Watch any good shows or movies lately? I did. I watched Yellowstone, Matt. The last series we watched was Yellowstone, and it was awesome. It's on Prime. I liked it. And Wendy's watching Younger right now on Prime, and it's actually pretty good. So when I finish this live stream, I'll go down and watch it with her. But she likes Younger, and it is actually pretty funny. It's actually got Hilary Duff in it. Hilary Duff. My daughter saw Hilary Duff twice in concert in Vancouver, and she was a big Hilary Duff fan moons ago, and Hilary Duff is starring. I'm watching this show that Wendy's watching. I recognize that girl, and of course it was Hilary Duff. Yeah. Well, you know what? It's only got 5, so don't subscribe to it and don't like it. And you can leave a crappy comment there if you want. But it's only got, I think, 5 subscribers. No. Well, you know what? I don't know why they even copied mine. Why wouldn't you go copy somebody with like 1 million subscribers? I don't have that. I don't even, how many subscribers do I have? I didn't even look lately. I mean, I know I'm over 25,000. So that's not to me a big YouTube channel. You know what I mean? The channel itself, I think, is closer to 17 million views. And you know what? Hey, there's channels out there with way more views than that. So why doesn't he go copy somebody else's? It's weird. It's really, really strange. I don't know what he's going to benefit from it, though, really, because he'll never be able to monetize it. Am I? Yeah, I'm not sure what this one is. I think it's like 9,400 or something like that, isn't it? And again, say no channel. I'm going down. Yes, Pommy Pal. I think so, Sam. I think Sam is right. No, I don't think so. I mean, I don't think it's that big, really. Because, I mean, if you look at some of the YouTubers like Jake and Nicole, I watched Jake and Nicole living off the grid. When I started watching them, I think they were close to 600,000. I think now they're over 700 something thousand. And that's just in a period of months, I think since summer. It's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird how many channels. I don't know if 20K is big. Really, I mean, it's nice that people are watching and hopefully they can learn something. I mean, I don't know if you're learning anything from me here. I mean, I learn lots from you guys out there. And I do agree with Sam. It's some sort of mental disorder. There's something not right up there in the noggin. Yeah, it's really bizarre, right? So he needs a therapist. Makes a Pommy Pal child. I'm going to come down to his fake APN and do some damage. Right on, Pommy Pal. Make a video of it. That'll get lots of views. And, I think that kid's hoping for a viral video or something. Like, I mean, you never know when you're going to get a viral video. Okay. I had a couple videos go viral, and you just never know which ones are going to go viral. It's kind of weird. And one of them you would least expect went viral of mine. And it's just like, and Wendy has one too on her channel. It's like, that thing went viral. It's like, what? So you just never know. And I think that's what he's hoping. He's hoping for views and subscribers, but he's going about it the wrong way. You can't be copying other people's stuff and putting it on there. It's just weird. It's trolling. So yeah, I sowed sable pimento seeds the other day using the bag method. Oh, good. The bag method is awesome, Pommy Pal. Hey, I've got a random question. How's the sea glass on the beach? No. There's the odd little piece. You want to see lots of sea glass, go to Sydney. There's that one beach is just full of sea glass, but you get the odd piece here. I found a really old bottle on our beach once, Matt, across the street from our place. So I'm walking down because I collect old bottles, and I'm walking down the beach. This is like 25 years ago, and I look in between the rocks and I see the end of a bottle, not the drinking part, but the bottom of it, and it's green, and I can tell it's old. It's embossed in the bottom. It actually almost looks like, no, it wasn't embossed. It looked like it was blown glass. It was embossed in the side. And you know what? I went in there and I pulled out this full bottle intact Vancouver brewing. It was around the early 1900s. I think it was like 1907 or something like that. It looked like it was blown glass, but it might not have been. But I know it was an old bottle from the early 1900s, and I still have it. Yeah, I have a big bottle collection. I have a lot of really cool old bottles. I can't go viral no matter how hard I try. Well, you never know. You never know. You shoot something outside and a squirrel jumps in front of your camera. That's so random that might go viral. You know, I shot a guy climbing a coconut tree 10 years ago in Hawaii, and now it's got like it went up really fast too. It's got 3.6 million views. A guy climbing a coconut palm. How boring is that? You know, and then of course the Chinese military one too. That went from 600 views to 287,000 in no time flat because it hit the news, CTV News. So again, it's probably going to go more. It's going to get more views now that Global National News was here 2 days ago interviewing me, and I did give a plug to my YouTube channel. You'll see when that goes on the air, Global National News, I will videotape it, that news clip, and I will put it on here. And I said to the guy when he's interviewing, I says, "Can I give a plug for my YouTube channel?" And he goes, "Absolutely." And so I give a plug to my YouTube channel on Global National News. So it may increase something. We'll find out. What's your definition of viral? Something that goes up so fast and gets hundreds of thousands of views in like no time flat, like a month, right? So there's one girl, and like, I mean, she got millions of views in no time flat. So my coconut palm, within months, it went up fast for some weird reason. I don't know. But you never know, Camel. It may go viral. I didn't think I'd ever get a viral videos. They can go viral for the weirdest reasons, Pommy Pal. You're right. YouTube algorithm recommends it to be over 1,000. Sorry, Joe, but I'm so bored of that. Yeah, I know a lot of people are, but you know what? It's crazy. It's raking up the views, and I love reading the comments, man. I love to read the comments on there. All these conspiracy theorists out there, they take it so serious. You see what I've titled? Oh, see ya, Camel. Are you leaving? Okay. Take care, Camel. Thanks for coming in there, buddy. And stay tuned for a live stream tomorrow. It'll be in the afternoon on Wendy's channel, Gulf Island Rock. So I love to read the comments, and I'm like you, Dave. Comments are everything. And there's going to be a lot of nasty comments, and that's just the way it is out there in YouTube land. But you read some of the comments; they're kind of funny, I think, especially the conspiracy theorists. They think China's going to attack. They think there's tens of thousands of soldiers here on this side of the border from my 35-second video. They're absolutely crazy. No, it's clear here. We got clear skies here. And it's probably around, I'll tell you what it is. Just stay right here. I'll tell you the temperature. You get batteries for that one. It is it's 6.4 degrees Celsius and clear skies here on the north end of Salt Spring Island. No, it was a dry day today. It's been beautiful. The weather's been actually beautiful. Last week was dry. I don't blame you, Joe. I'd love to if you get that much. Yeah. So anyway, I gave the channel a plug, and we'll see what happens. We'll see if they actually put that on Global National TV. So I was with the cameraman for about 1 hour and 45 minutes. I think he was here about 1 hour and 45 minutes, and they edit that rate down to probably maybe 2 minutes. I kid you not. So I had to drive with them down to where the resort was. I had to drive with them where I saw the Chinese military like soldiers. He's videotaping me. He's on the side of the road with his tripod and massive camera. And he says, and it's like acting. Really, he says, it's like reenacting. He says, now do what you did, pick up your camera, go really slow by me, and make like you're filming them. So he's on the side of the road filming, right? And I says, do we have to do that? I had to do it twice. I remember working with Ron James, the comedian, and I shot a couple of clips with him here on Salt Spring Island. And one of them, we had to take 7 different tries because he kept screwing up. And I know he was doing it on purpose. You know what I mean? He would flub up a word. And I think it was at least 7 times we did this. And we were laughing. It was really funny. And then I said something too. And it was like, okay, I think it was take 7. And we finally got it right. And then when we did it at our place here, then he came to my garden, and we did it a couple of times. And that video was actually on my YouTube channel when I did that show with Ron James. And he came to Salt Spring Island. And Ron is an awesome guy. and I made sure I sent him home with a tiki. I sent Ron James home with one of my tikis, and he was a super nice guy and a really funny guy too. And if you don't know who Ron James is, he is a Canadian comedian that lives back east. I think he had a TV show and travels around doing stand-up comedy. So anyway, there you go. What are you getting interviewed for this time? It is about the Chinese military video I shot on Salt Spring in 2018, March 21st, 2018. So it's making headlines again. And they asked if they could use my video and come and interview me. So they sent the global national TV news reporter over from the cameraman from Vancouver. And they came to the garden here. And that was Thursday. So he was here, like I say, for about an hour and 45 minutes. So anyway, you'll see the video when it hits the news. The guy in Toronto is going to send it to me, the link, and then I'll copy it and I'll put it on my YouTube channel. Yeah, you know what? There are people that were over here on a retreat, Dave. That's what it was, and yeah, it was a different news channel, Sam. Totally different news channel. So the first one was CTV television, and this one is Global National News. Out of Toronto, but they sent an affiliate from the West Coast over here from Vancouver, the cameraman, and he had this honking huge camera, and I had to wear the microphone, and I put the thing in my jeans, the little clip-on remote thing with an antenna on it. So I was wearing that the whole time. So they are doing a second one on that now, but a different TV channel. So, well, maybe it'll get more views. We'll see if the views go up. And I said, that's fine by me. If more people want to watch it and the conspiracy theorists want to rip it apart, I really don't care. You know what I mean? To me, it's just free YouTube entertainment. That's what I said to them. It's just entertainment, man. Nothing more. When I put stuff on my channel, I kind of forget about it. I'll read the comments. But really, when I put that on my channel, I put it on and I forgot about it. That's it. Until the news picked up. Who could take soldiers like that? Yeah, exactly. They didn't have any weapons or anything. But, and like I said, Dave, if they were wearing Adidas track pants or sweatpants, nobody probably would even bat an eye. But because they were wearing military camouflage uniforms and military boots, and they were marching two by two, there's about 50 or 60 of them. They had a leader yelling out commands. People talk. So there you go. How is it news though? News becomes pretty irrelevant. Yeah, I don't know. Well, they're doing another story. There's more to it, Sam. There's a lot more. There's a murder connected to what I saw. Okay, so that's why they're investigating a murder that's connected with the place where those people stay. So that's why it's news. So they're trying to get to the bottom of a connection to the murder, right? So that's why it's all. That's why it's all being brought up again, right? It's a big ongoing investigation, and it's all connected. So that's why they want to use my video. You can watch the other video where I'm in the interview. I don't know if you saw it, and then they're talking about the murder that happened on the mainland in White Rock, right? So that's why, and it's surfaced again, and the other news channels picked it up, and they're doing a story on it. So, well, you'll see. When I get it, I'll put it on my YouTube channel, and you guys can watch it, right? Wendy's got the interview on her channel. Part of it, she was videotaping while the guy was interviewing me. The cameraman was on me, and Wendy just uploaded it today to her channel. So if you go to Gulf Island Rock, you'll see the big honking camera. And the guy it was a phone interview. I was talking to him. He was a news reporter in Toronto, so you can't hear him very well. But the cameraman, you can see the cameraman. Wendy's videotaping him, and of course you can hear me yapping and blabbing away. So you can check it out. You are getting that'd be cool. That'd be awesome. You know what? If I get kidnapped, I'm going to shoot a video of it. That'd be so cool. I like it. Sam, I will pack my camera. See, the kidnappers will have me all bound and gagged, and I'll pull out my camera and I'll be doing a selfie. Hi. You won't be able to hear me because I'm going to have like a gag in my mouth, and I'll have a thing around it. And I'll try to shoot videos of the kidnappers, and that one will probably go viral. So I never leave home without my camera unless they frisk me and take my camera away. That would suck. So I'm going to put up a fight. If a kidnapper tries to take me, I'm going to put up a good fight. Matter of fact, and I'll try to shoot a video of that too. I like shooting videos of everything, right? That would be a random video. Me trying to get away from some kidnappers, right? Can you imagine? Oh my God. Nothing surprises me, Sam. So that's what Wendy says too. I probably got to watch it because apparently they're very dangerous people. They would have your hands tied. Yeah, my tripod. I will have to set my tripod. I will ask the kidnappers if I can set my tripod up before they bound and gag me. That way we can get everything. And I'll put the camera on a timer, You know what I mean? So I can get everything on my camera chip here. And then if they do release me from with a ransom, if Wendy wants to actually pay the ransom, maybe she could pay them in palm trees or something. And then they let me go. And please give me my camera, and I will upload it right away to YouTube. I will put it on both channels. Joe, did you see that cool palm uploaded? I'm thinking it's a sable miner. I'm gonna have to check it out. I love sable miners. I do love sable miners. One of my favorite palms. My two favorite hardy palms are needle palm and sable miner. I do like trackies too, but I love sable miners, and I would love to see them in habitat. I've never seen them growing in habitat for real, but I've seen lots of pictures and videos of them growing in habitat. There's some nice ones that grow in Dallas too, right? So, hey, the sable cross Bazoriensis seedlings I planted outside in the garden are perfectly fine. It just never got cold enough, and they're little seedlings. So I planted a bunch more outside too. And you know, the mouse went in there and ate a bunch of those, little bugger. That thing's been eating a lot of seedlings. I've caught probably 5 mice now in the greenhouse, and Wendy caught 2 mice in her Honda CRV. 2 mice. They're into her tissue box, and they're nesting in the console. So she's setting traps. She's not catching anything. So I set the trap, and I caught the mouse, and then I caught another mouse. Tracky, but it's clearly not. Come to Mexico. Mexico, there'd be a lot of good stuff to film. Yes, the cartel. Yes, that'd make me some good video, wouldn't it? I have to go to Acapulco. I heard Acapulco is a pretty wild place, right? So I'll be pack my camera and my tripod. Well, not labeled, but they said one Rhinos are windmill palms. Oh, interesting. Well, you can distinctly tell a windmill palm from a sable miner, that's for sure. I mean, I can, for sure. I mean, some people can't that aren't into palms, and I know you'd be able to tell the difference for sure, right? Anyway, guys, looks like I've done this live stream for quite some time, and I'm glad it's streaming. Yeah, they don't scare me, but they're annoying. But when they eat my palm seedlings, Dave, it really does suck. You know what I mean? I go to all this time and put effort into it, and they go in there and they eat them up. I've been to Playa del Carmen, which is the mainland across from Cozumel. Oh, yeah, I've been to Cozumel, Sam. I went to Cozumel in February 96. 25 years ago, I was there. Yeah, Acapulco is a pretty crazy place. I watched Wendy and I watched a documentary on it. It is pretty freaky, man. But anyway, Palmy Pal, it's a seedling. Okay, cool. It's hard to tell. So I can't really tell between seedlings. It's really difficult to tell. A lot of them look the same. But yeah, Acapulco does not interest me because it is I heard it's a very dangerous place. I don't know if it's still dangerous. Mexico's a nice place, but you know, a lot of places have dangerous areas. It is a beautiful coast south now. You'd like Cozumel. Cozumel's a nice island in the Caribbean side. And I've been to, of course, Tijuana and Ensenada down the Baja. Anyway, guys, I think I'm going to back on out of here because I need to get more water. I drank this water. Look at that. How much do you think that is? That's got to be a liter, right? Or a quart. Anyway, I drank all that water. And what is my favorite deciduous tree, Sam? I think Albizia. I think Albizia is a really nice deciduous tree. Albizia julibrizin, the mimosa. And I really don't like deciduous trees, but that one's a good one. Unfortunately, they take up way too much room, so that's why we don't really have any. We have some little dinky ones in our garden. The tourist spots, yeah, Acapulco, yeah, where it's safer. It is, yeah. What we watched was really it was a scary, Dave. It was a scary documentary. I wouldn't want to go there. Put it that way. There's other places I'd rather go to, like Sayulita. A lot of people here in Salt Spring go to Malaki. Los Angeles has large swaths of city. They're dangerous and have a lot of. Oh yeah, very, very dangerous. Yeah. See, that's unheard of here in the Gulf Islands. We do not have stuff like that. Sam. Okay. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to roll. And if you guys are around tomorrow, I mean, I don't know if you guys say you get notices when a live stream is going to happen. And I heard tourists are told to go down. Yeah, but as a tourist, is that right, eh? So if you're a tourist, you're okay. But if you're somebody else, you could get nailed. No way. Is that right, eh? Oh, my God. Well, if you want to feel really safe, come here to Salt Spring Island. It's a very safe place. I think the roughest part of Salt Spring Island might be the skate park. Anyway, guys, take care. And Palms, take care. And Palms USA and White with Dreamy Eyes and Palmy Pal and Sam and Camel. I think he's gone already. And who else is in there? Mostly the same people because a lot of people have left. So anyway, you guys take care. And thanks for joining me on the live stream. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. It'll probably be in the afternoon. And maybe I can shoot a video of Coconut Kelly in the yard. I'll see if she'll let me shoot a video looking around the palm nursery. Okay, that'd be kind of cool. I'll ask her if she wants to be on my YouTube channel. All right. Anyway, take care, and that'll be a random video. Well, it'll be a palmy video, but it will be of Coconut Kelly and her friend in our palm garden. All right. Bye, everyone. Bye, White with Dreamy Eyes. I watched a video on North Korea, said it was a safe because you get. That's the place to be then, North Korea, isn't it? Oh my God. There's actually an island off of Jeju Island off of South Korea. They grow a lot of palm trees. Look it up. Little island off of South Korea full of palm trees. Washingtonias too. Jeju Island. Yeah. Okay, Palmy Pal. Love the emojis. Take care. Stay safe. Ending stream. Cheers to you all and hang loose, everybody.